Hello, hello. There we go. Silly thing. Welcome on in, everybody. Welcome on in. I don't know how I played double ads. I played ads at the beginning, and then it wouldn't even let me play them again. It was like, no, it's too soon. And then, like, Twitch was like, nah, we're going to play ads. No idea how it did that. But hello and welcome on in. So good news. For those that do have the alerts on, I was able to figure out the problem with live split. I was utilizing the wrong timing method. So I fixed that. So now live split works, which is great. And then one of the things that we're going to be doing, why is the controller not working? Come on. What the heck? All right, hold on. I gotta get this controller working. Being weird. Make sure controller. Yeah. So you should be working. It works there. Odd. The other thing is what we're going to be working on is doing some of the achievements, the Steam achievements today. So we're going to be doing some plat stuff and then we'll do some timing. I'm doing the plat. There it goes. Weird. I'm doing the plat stuff because it's like it helps do my brain. So what the platinum requires us to do is beat the levels without dying and with collecting the we have to beat the level quickly while collecting all the small things. And then, ooh, here, we'll do a practice one. Anyways, so even though we're currently doing like an any percent category where we don't necessarily need to collect this extra stuff, 80-ish% of the levels exactly the same. Ooh, I was too fast. That was scary. Our goal for that should be in there about 30 seconds. So it helps us get that practice, and it also is like, it's achievement hunting for me, which like hits the brain well. And then it's also just practice with the game, you know, learn the physics a little bit better, remember the levels. Oof. Like I said, this is a warm-up that we're doing. Don't worry about the timer too up. Number go up, make brain. Yeah, exactly. It's like, okay, we're actually doing something. So yeah, I just finished 100%ing Marvel Spider-Man because I got that was weird because I got that on Steam during the summer sale. So I 100% the main game, and it's like, I think that's all I'm gonna do. I did learn this secret now, I say as I mess it up. All right, here we go. There we go. That's the fast strat for that. We messed it up, but we're all right. I did stop the timer because the timer is not timing the right thing right now. Because I started on level 4, which is the first DLC level. But yeah, our goal is by like doing this practice, hopefully we get our number of deaths down. We're about a minute behind like the time I want to be. Right now you can see like our actual in-game time's like a 16:15. And I want to be like a 15, like maybe 45 seconds, like a 15:30, something like that is kind of the goal. I want to be in a competitive tier with Kara. That way we can, with Kara. That way we can hopefully race one day. All right, yeah, that's just gonna keep being done. That's fun. So yeah, Wept, how you doing? How's work been? That was a dumb jump. I think there's a way to do that faster. I'm not sure though. Oh, bad jump, bad jump. It's been so bad recently. Oh no. Is it because of like summer temp hires or something? Oh no, that was a dumb one. That's alright. No resets. That was even dumber. I did something cool last time and I liked that. Narker and are actually having distractingly different views about how to run the store. Oof. Yeah, I feel that. That's kind of like my current work problem as well. Ownership doesn't want to run a store, and management's like, no, we need to run a store, basically, is my equivalent that I could put. Alright. That's death. At the moment, we're kind of limbo doing until... Oh, jeez. Hold on. Man, why am I messing that up? You go like this, and then you gotta jump right through there. Okay. We need to practice that anyway, so good. Doing things subpar until people either get paid more or replaced. That's a real thing. It's a bad place to be. That's like where we were at one point on the ship. I feel like this is really loud. I feel like I'm screaming right now. Where literally we're just sitting around waiting for like people to leave. We were like, it was just like, that was the only thing that we could do. We were like, this is the way it is until like these people leave. Like, it's just gonna be that way. That should be better. I do really like this music, and I do think it adds to the gameplay, so I have been like consistently being like, we gotta turn it up, and now I'm like, it's so loud. What the heck? Yeah, we should probably put $1 in for that. What the heck, dude? Oh my goodness gracious. What is going on? What is going on? Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, I remember you telling me about that. No, I'm glad that you're finally doing the application and everything. That'll be good. Just done doing everyone's jobs to get through the day. Yeah, that's a hard place to be. This man in the school district sent me my transcript and diploma. Oh, nice. You don't have a copy? Or do you need the official one for the thing? I do have my official diploma, and then transcripts usually you gotta do the official thing. Oh, I forgot that we're doing this. Mom has copy. Ah. Makes sense. There was a day when so we're like 2 seconds behind where I want to be, but this is, we haven't died, so it's acceptable. Where basically my mom was just like, I'm done with all your crap, and just was like, you got to deal with it now. And then there was like a bunch of stuff that like wasn't even mine. Then I was like, I don't want to deal with this. And there was stuff that's like, here's like your drawings from kindergarten. I'm like, I think your mom's supposed to hold on to this, not me. Like, I don't know. And now I feel weird like getting rid of it. I'm like, you kept this for like 20 years. Like, I feel weird if... Why am I messing this up? Man, that really sucks because we were doing so good. I'm sorry, that definitely was slow. Okay, so we go like this, and we just mash it. That was a game glitch. That's what happened there. I was 100% in that thing. Man, this shortcut's... Why does it randomly just like decide that it wants to go slow? That like shortcut randomly decides like, nah, I'm good. You know what? I'm just not gonna work. Not sentimental to you. I don't think it's bad to throw them out. 100%. Yeah, I don't know. I like look at him and I'm like, I don't know. I am like a semi-sentimental person. I say semi. I'm like still carrying around like stuffed animals from 30 years ago almost at this point, you know? And I'm like 25 years ago at this point, legitimately. And I'm just like, I don't know. There's something nice about it. Man, I'm messing this up. I was not ever having issues with this part. That's how it goes, you know? You practice something so far, and then, like, this just becomes horrible. Alright. This is the one. Trademark Doe 1. Ooh, that was close. I kind of forgot what I was doing. Nice. Nice. This should be a 30. Nice, that's where we want to be. Yeah, so I still have like some stuff. There's just like other stuff that I'm kind of like, I should probably just get rid of. Ooh, that was close. There we go. That's what that's supposed to look like. Nice. All right. First try shortcut. Alright, now we get the dude following us. Now I have a really bad habit of messing up this jump right here. Okay. I like wait too long. And then everything will be bad. There it is! There's the achievement. Nice. Alright, move on to the next level. That's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. Alright. Let's see if I remember where all the secrets are for this one. Oh no. That's alright. We'll take the death just to practice for now, you know? Part of me thinks it might have been back there. Oh no, it's definitely here. The question is... Oh, I can just go up here. That is definitely faster, actually. But for our achievement that we're going for, we can't die. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That guy, is that Alpha Rad? Looks like Alpha Rad. What? How did that even happen? That is indeed Alpha Rad. Look at me knowing people. Oh wow, that was... Okay, that's not what we should be doing there. That was weird. That was even weirder than the last death. I'm dying in all kinds of ways that you didn't know that you could die on this level. Alright, get me out of here. Alright, there wasn't a secret that I missed. I know what I'm doing. All said and done, like 6 deaths. Let's not jinx it. Alright. I just like knew that was off and I kind of just let it be, which was not good. I don't want to do that. I want to be up here because you have to wait for stuff on the bottom route. What? Cash money? What is up, killer? It has been too long. How are you doing, friend? Oh, hi works as well. Hello! How have you been? What have you been up to? Web's here too. It is great to see you. It is! It's a cache! A wild cache has appeared. The OG, the Captain Falcon killer. The man, the myth, the legend. Cash monies. Drew baby boo! Give him the knee! Honestly, like 10 deaths for like the first time that we've done this in a while. Hello! That's why I say every morning. What? Oh, jeez. Oh, that was close. I have been all right. It's been a really, really messed up week. 7 days of torture, 7 days of bitter. That's not true. I just like singing that song. It actually has been kind of like a really messed up week. But, this last year's been kind of crazy busy for like various reasons, which kind of stinks. And then I'm making this next year even more busier, but like I'm trying to make it good busy. I feel like last year was bad busy. If that makes sense. Unfortunately, I just like did some travel, and no, I don't want to be in here. No, you might miss the thing. And I believe I have pinched my sciatic nerve. So my foot has felt like LaCroix tastes since yesterday at like 3. I have been ranging from like a 6 to a 10 pain group for like the last like week. So it's been a hard knock life the last like week, legitimately. And then you know, it's been a interesting time, to say the least. How have you been? Where are you doing? You in school? You working? You living the dream? Bench nerve is not cool. It's super uncool, honestly. Yeah, not a good time. So I'm on like some meds, and I got some lidocaine patches. I got one of those applied for, I would say, the first 6 hours it was on my leg. I don't feel like it did a whole lot. I think tomorrow I'm gonna put one on the back, one on the leg, and then it'll be like real good. And then, you know, because the package says I can put up to 3, so I'm like, anything just to like be able to, I'm walking funny, I can't stretch my leg all the way. I'm gonna have to do some like physical therapy, and then they like unpinch your nerve through magic powers. Probably gonna cry, honestly. It's gonna be lethargic and an experience, to say the least. But it's gonna be good. Yeah, I don't know. It's like between like running 6 miles for the first time, like I'll run a couple miles at a time for like twice a year for some work stuff. But I went to this school, and they had us out there running 6 miles, and I have not ran that distance in a while, and I think like doing that put some extra like stress on my body that I wasn't used to. Honestly, it was like I didn't feel anything while running it. It was like I was actually pretty impressed with that. Yeah, so like going from like doing that like one day, and then like doing like a bunch of competitive sports stuff like a few days after that, and then like just going from like all that to a and like I cooled down and stuff, but I was definitely feeling some sort of way after the run. But then like staying on a plane for 8 hours to go home after all said and done was pretty rough. That was really good. Come on. That was weird. Okay. It's going to be a good try indeed. Yoggles, what up, Gooch? Nice to see you, my friend. I hope your day is going well. I hope people aren't being too dumb. Alright, time to not mess up this part. I forget what we called that. It's the tree. That's what I call that. But somebody used a really good term last stream when it's like this. In like, I always call it the tree because in ski school, they were talking about. Oh, Wept, question. I saw that there's like crazy fires in like Meeker. I have no idea where Meeker is. But is it like, does like Colorado look like the Fire Nation attacked again? This is not the faster way. Or have you like not noticed anything? It like is like crazy like fires in California like spread or something. I was watching this like, I was watching the news and this guy was like, not the cows! Nice, we got the achievement. Nice. Nice, alright. Making our way downtown, moving fast, and people pass. Ba-da-ba. Level 8's gonna be the hard one for sure, because it's got this really weird placement. Yeah, we're doing achievements. We're going for plat today. To get some practice in. It's like, I need the good brain feel, you know, achievements. So we're doing that to like help encourage me to practice. I was doing it yesterday and it definitely seems to be helping a bit. It's encouraging me to like keep going, you know. I'm debating if I want to plat the Spider-Man game because I 100%ed all the storylines. And so to okay, cool. And to plat it though, you have to beat it in New Game Plus and an Ultimate. And I'm guessing I can probably knock both of those out if I do a New Game Plus in Ultimate difficulty. So like, I'm not sure if that's something I'm interested in doing or not. I guess we'll find out. Nice. Dude, that was so smooth. I don't know if you guys recognize how smooth that was, but it was real smooth. I've been working on Platinum in GTA 5. I never want to see an achievement again. Oh my goodness, yeah. Yeah, my last two achievements for Spider-Man are literally just play the game again. And then play the game again. That's a lot. Where is the last thing in this level? Dude, we did that without dying, but I don't remember where the last thing is. Not only that, you gotta get some crazy achievements in GTA. Oh yeah, that sounds crazy. You have to play for 15 hours in first person. I would just leave it on overnight in first person and call it a day. That's how I unlocked Mewtwo in Melee, because you have to have your like, you have to like play 25 hours or something. I think there's a guide on speedrun real quick. I don't want to watch a video. I just want to like, let me do this so we have some sound. I really don't remember where that one is. We haven't done like 100%. But 18 hours, so you need to leave on 2 nights in a row. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Guides, any, all, and all music notes. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. All right, what is this, level 7? For third note, let red triangle shoot up. Oh no, it's level 6. Loop through the green portal to gain momentum and force the camera to zoom out and oh, I remember now. Okay, okay. The 2 achievements are going to be a problem. Or you have to play through all the Doomsday heists with the same people. Ugh, yeah, that's, yeah. Those are the ones that, like, I don't know, I like get worn out. I really do appreciate the Spider-Man achievements because they have this thing. You have this person called like Screwball, and Screwball does these challenges, and you get 3 different ranks, which are either amazing, spectacular, or like wonderful, right? Which are all Spider-Man like jokes, which is cool. And but the thing is, they are hard as heck to like fully get, and the achievements for Spider-Man only require you to get at least a medium, like the second one, which is spectacular. And so that's pretty cool. Like I do think that like getting 100% should be achievable. I also don't think that 100%ing should require DLC. I think that Steam should build out a way where like if paid DLC, it can have free DLC, that's fine, but paid DLC should like have like unlock guides separately, because like the fact that I can't like plat a game like Dread because I refuse to pay for like the other game pack, you know, is kind of upsetting, because now it's like I've 100% in the game of what I own. Oh no. Because like I want it to be on like my Steam achievements thing. Like there's literally nothing that I can do. So it's like, well, there is. It's called buy, spend money. Yeah, so it's kind of annoying that they're like combined. I do think that they should be separate, that they should have like an unlock feature where it's like, okay, you 100% it. The Doomsday heists are free. Yeah, all the Spider-Man stuff was free DLC too, which was nice. And then they have like Marvel's like Miles Morales, quote unquote DLC. It's really a whole other game. You have to buy it as a whole other game, and because it's a whole other game, it is at like a reduced price, and I don't think you need to even have the original to play it. That one does have its own achievement, so it's like, I don't know, it's like, I think Steam could probably figure out a way to build it that way, which would be good. You still kind of get messed up with the free DLC is that you lose plat if you platted before. Oh yeah, that's annoying too. Yeah, you do usually. It is a real thing. Because I have games I've platted and I go back and it's like, you only have 1/3 of the achievements. I'm like, what? And it's because, yeah, they like released like 2 whole second versions of the game since like I stopped playing. I'm like, well, that's wild. I don't think you lose the platinum achievement though. Like Steam can't do that to you if that is one of theirs. Oh, Hollow Knight was one of those games like that. Cause like I got that, but the crappy thing is didn't have a PC when I played Hollow Knight, so I played on my Mac. And the Mac version had a glitch, and so you literally couldn't open one of the treasure chests in the game. And because of that, I could never unlock it. And then I was like, oh, now that they've probably fixed the game, let me go back and like get my plat. That's literally just opening one treasure chest. I went back in and there's like 35 new achievements. I'm like, because like whatever, like Tower of Pain or whatever it's called was like a new thing that was in the original. Because like I played Hollow Knight right when it came out. OG adopter of like the greatest Metroidvania out ever. So that was like rough. That one was a hard time. That pain thing, it really is. It's really hard, yeah. No, dude, we got that cheat. We did that shortcut perfect 2 times in a row. Yeah, Path of Pain. I think that is indeed what it is called. I was like, I think it does have alliteration. There was a PlayStation game that we had that we really liked, which was like bowling, but you played it with like characters. So you like shoot a human being, or like Daxter from Jack and Daxter, out of like a cannonball. I think that game was called Pain, and we thought that was like the funniest, most like interesting game when we were like 13. I remember the first game that introduced to me, because here's like the funny thing, thinking about it now, I Google so much stuff when I'm playing a game where I'm like, I have no idea how to do this thing, you know what I mean? We had one death and it was on that shortcut. And I remember eventually, it was years later, but I was playing a Tony Hawk. Either it was the American Graffiti, is that what that game's called? American Wasteland, or I was playing one of the Undergrounds. And one of the like missions, because I was trying to like 100% that, was to do this move. I forget what the move's called. And it required you to use R3. And I'm like staring at this PlayStation 2 DualSense 2 DualShock 2 controller, being like, where the heck is R3? Having no idea that you could push the joystick in. And like, I'm like looking at the, like, I think maybe I actually like pulled up the, like, I actually get like the DualShock like manual out, you know? Did I forget? I forgot to get the first freaking... We're starting over. I actually either it was I got the DualShock 2's manual out, or like I had like looked at other things and was like trying to figure it out, and I like asked like my buddies, and they were like, I don't know, man, like I play Xbox or something. And then I think it was like years later I finally like was like, oh, let me Google that thing, and that's when I learned what R3 was, because that is not intuitive. Because it's like, oh, we have R1, R2, R3 is like down? Like, what? Also, it's not like labeled. Like, I feel like you could have, I don't know, I guess because of the joysticks, they had those like rubber joystick tips. And like how the DualSense is, where it has like that solid center thing, like you could probably put an R3 in it now, you know, and that might make sense to like help people intuit it. Or quote unquote be able to just like read, because like I don't think in that sense like intuition's the right word, because yeah, it is like, in what world am I like pushing down on joysticks? And like I don't even know. I think Xbox did add it after, but I do think like Sony was the first one to do it. And but it's like Nintendo controllers have never allowed you to do that. Like, that's how you end up with like worsting your Joy-Con drift right there. The Ology episode that I listened to this morning, that was terrifying. Was about medieval snails and like their representation, the fact that they're in like manuscripts. It turns out that because of like the snail memes, snails were like super xenophobic back in the day, in the medieval days. Because not like snails themselves were xenophobic, that'd be hysterical. Like, yeah, so I've been studying snails and it turns out that they just hate these other people. No, I guess there was these people, the Lombardi, I believe is what they're called. They're these like really like they're like this like people in Europe, specifically in the Middle Ages. Yeah, specifically, yeah, snails, like, dude, they've matured so much. Like, we're so proud of them. They're strong advocates, you know. Yeah, they're just super woke. Yeah, cancel snails. What is that quote from that dude? Take that, liberals. Who is that? He's got some dumb Jordan Peterson. That guy's an idiot. Cancel middle-aged snails. Yeah, well, so like the thing is, the person who's studying it, like, they study medieval manuscripts, and, oh yeah, he's Canadian. Yeah, I mean, it's rough. You guys got Ryan Reynolds and Alex Trebek, and they took Trebek from us, so, Joe Sakic's Canadian, that's for sure. Yeah, everybody just forgets about y'all, to be honest. But yeah, I guess, like, so the Lombardi people were, like, these people that were, like, really good at conquering and doing, like, weird stuff. And, And they were like really like they were like mobsters of the age. Honestly, they do like loan sharking and all this other crazy stuff. And because of that, like snails, one, for like crops and stuff, are considered an invasive species, and then two, they're considered like, right, they're like slimy. So they're like, oh yeah, these people are like slimy and invasive. And so like they would like call them snails, and you'd like refer to them, and you'd have these texts about these people. And yeah, it's like wild. You think the original chiropractic guy or the homeopathy guy was from Canada? I don't know. Both sound bad. Delia hates chiropractors, and like rightfully so. The thing is about like chiropractors is that like there is like scientific like support for like chiropractors, but the problem is like so many of them just like leave that behind and like are like, oh yeah, it cures everything. And then they also do like crazy stuff that they shouldn't be doing, and then also there's like, for every good one, there's 6 bad ones, you know? And it's like, do you want to risk it? It's only your ability to walk, you know? So it's a hard knock life, you know? All right, let's not mess this up. Okay, nice. Good shortcut. We might do a run of all achievements too. I think I know where they all are. No! No! Oh my goodness gracious. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. This happens every now and again. I was so excited that we got through the one death earlier that I like checked out too early. You can't check out early, you know? It's not like a hotel. Late checkout preferred, actually. Stay checked in. That was just dumb. We're getting some practice in. We're seeing where else we can make dumb deaths. Is chiropractic? Rough, dude. Yeah. Let's Google the worst people from Canada. Let's see what we get. Daniel David Palmer, originally from Pickering. Gross. I was gonna say something, but it docks me a little too much. Let's see. Oops. Ontario, though. I've been to Ontario. California. Worst people from Canada. Who do you think's gonna come up on this list? There's no definitive list of worst people from Canada. Let's make one. That's like criminals? Like, yeah. Alright, let's see here. Clifford Olson, known as the Beast of British Columbia, responsible for the murder of 11 children and teenagers. That's a rough one. But I mean, everybody's got murderers, right? Robert Pickton, who bragged about killing scores of women, feeding their corpse to pigs. Oh, like that movie, Snatch? Don't trust a man with a pig farm. That's because of that guy. There's a bunch of stuff because of him. Oh, nice. 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 Gilbert Paul Jordan preyed on Indigenous women. That's not good. Yves Trudeau, a hitman for the Hells Angels who killed 43 people. Is that related to Prime Minister Trudeau? Picton was recently murdered in prison. Wow, crazy. Some content warning. Sorry, y'all. Political fitters. Sir John A. Macdonald, Canada's first Prime Minister, has been criticized for policies that led to the forced starvation of Indigenous people of the Canadian Plains. Yeah, that was just of the era, unfortunately. Trudeau is actually a really... Yeah, it makes sense. It's French. Oh, look. Pierre Trudeau, a former Prime Minister, was voted the worst Canadian in an unscientific online poll, partly due to his role in creating the Charter of Rights and Freedoms and abortion and divorce laws. Justin Trudeau, the current Prime Minister, is that still true? Has faced scandals including allegations of interference in the justice system, the SNC Lavin case, and the controversy around his relationship with Aga Khan. All right, historical figures involved in harmful policies. Duncan Campbell Scott. He did make the list. That is some conservative BS, yeah. I mean, it is AI that I'm reading because it's Google AI, which mostly it's like #1 source is Reddit. So, Duncan Campbell Scott, a former deputy minister of Indian Affairs, remembers his role in implementing policies that aim to erase indigenous culture and heritage. Yeah, that tracks. Other individuals, Edward Farr, a journalist of the Winnipeg Daily Times, was cited for racist writings. Oh, okay. Adrian Arcand, the founder of the Nazi Party of Canada. That's fair. That's a bad person. That's not good. I would say like none of these are like no, that's like fine. Canadians, lists of Canadians. Wow. Yeah, honestly, that was a list that exists. It was fine. I didn't feel like I learned anything. I wasn't like blown away, you know, of like the guy that created the not innocent. The rest of the country. You know what I mean? Like nobody's perfectly innocent. You know? Let me like name like 10 Americans and then like be like, ooh. Guys have had a lot of war crimes in World War I and II. Nice. Yeah. America too. Yeah, crazy. Particularly World War I. Good to know, good to know. Every now and again, yeah, you like are reading some military thing, and it's like from like World War I actually, and like, and then the Canadians were doing this thing. You're like, what? Yeah, yeah. You're like, I don't want to be here, and everybody was like, well, that's too dang bad. Terrifying. Terrifying. No, not that jump again. No, you got some meetings. Well, thank you for stopping by, Gooch. Thank you for informing us on Canada. Our resident Canadian expert, everybody. The Guccier. Hopefully that's our only death, and then we'll go back and do it again. We're doing the Cantina song. Play that song again. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, I almost missed that. I've missed that jump before. It is a really bad jump to miss. It's like a 15-second time loss. All right, we're almost there. We're almost there. This is the one. Trademark the one. My one desire. I don't remember the rest of it. I watched somebody do the recreate that in medieval times at a rent fair or something. I'm trying to remember. They like changed the lyrics in a way that was like funny, but they did it on the 9/9 thing. And I don't know. I have mixed feelings about like 9/9. I enjoy the show. I think it's funny. I do think it is cop propaganda, and that's like questionable. But it's like, I don't know. Like, it's weird. You gotta like figure out where you draw your lines, and they're all arbitrary. Everybody's gonna have different opinions on where they draw theirs and why they do it there instead of where yours is. And you just gotta be, you gotta be content with the lines that you draw. And sometimes you can't anchor down. You gotta be like, okay, I did not know this thing about this person or this thing. No, I forgot what I was doing. For some reason, I wanted to go left earlier than I wanted to go right, and my brain shut down. I just was not thinking. Alrighty, y'all. One of the interesting things, so one of the ways that we're going to be helping with our own discovery is that I have joined a Discord community for game devs looking for streamers, and I have been hit up by 3 game devs to try their game, on top of the one that emailed me. So a total of, I had another one, so I've had like 5 people hit me up, and I have said yes to 3 of them because they sound interesting. So we're doing Swoosh Cat this Sunday. And then I think we're streaming next Sunday. I gotta look at the schedule. The following Sunday after that, we're gonna be doing a indie roguelike deck builder. They referred to it as being similar to Slay the Spire. So that'll be interesting. And then I think the week after that, I got reached out for a fast-paced platformer that they're looking at. They specifically reached out to me because I'm a speedrunner. So they're asking for my perspective on that. So I was like, sure. So that's kind of like the plan for Slapdash Sundays a little bit, is one to like really help ourselves sell like discovery streaming, is like playing these games that nobody's done, and hopefully for discovery reasons we can get some game devs to come check it out, get maybe some other game devs in the server and other streamers to come stop by and check out, knowing that like, hey, I'm an active part of the community. I reorganized my Discord, so I've now categorized a group with like 6 different Discords in it called Investing, which is my groups that I have decided I will do everything I can to like actually invest in. I had like other ones in different groups, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll like check these occasionally kind of thing. And to be honest, I was like not keeping up with it, even though I said I was. And so far, having this one where like my goal is to, that was terrifying. Constantly have it, like never have it. It's definitely been, that was terrifying as well. It's definitely been working. So hopefully I can keep up with it, and hopefully it pays off, which will be cool. I did join a few new Reddit communities, and one of them, there's this dude who is a Pokemon Go Twitch partner, but he hasn't streamed in like a year. And also like made partner at like the height of COVID, as somebody who was like going outside playing the game, which is concerning, because like I went out all these places and I traveled the world, and it's like during COVID, like, all right, so you're just fully openly admitting to being like a super spreader. And I don't know what's going on in their life, but they have just decided that like they stopped streaming, and they have just decided that they want to like ruin everybody else's day on Reddit. So anybody who like posts on it, why didn't I get an achievement? Because I forgot to get the freaking last, I forgot to get one of the things. Oh my goodness gracious. We didn't die, and I forgot to get one of the things. I think it was the middle one. I was so confused. I'm like, was it not fast enough? And I look and it says 2 out of 3 music notes. I don't even know which one I forgot. But yeah, so like they just like comment. I was like looking at their profile, and they just like comment like everybody's thing, being like, hey, I'm looking like for help and followers and things to make affiliate. And then like they'll be like, I like to stream. They'll say like Fortnite, and they were just like, wow, you're streaming Fortnite? You're basically whispering in like a super loud room. Nobody's ever gonna hear you. Like, you need to wake up and choose a different game. It's like, dude, somebody's just streaming, and they're like trying to make affiliate, and they're like doing their thing, and like if they're having fun, it's like, that's it. Like, you don't know anything about these people. And then also they're like a DoorDasher, and like this one dude posted on there, he was like, best week so far, you know, and he like made like $250 or something, which is like cool with me. And he's like stoked that like he got money, you know, and maybe that's more money than this person's ever had. I don't know. I know nothing about this person. And this guy's like, to be honest, that's not really that much money. And it's like, why are you like this? Go away. So it's just like wild. So, you know, treading cautiously, because like, you know, it's also like crazy that's like, this guy's known for doing this. It's very evident that like his comments have been like successfully reported to, no, what the hey, to the mods before, because you can like see that they've been like removed. And it's like, so y'all just like let this guy hang out in here like tormenting, like, because it's mostly like a it's a Reddit group for like new Twitch streamers and stuff, and smaller Twitch streamers. And there's like a lot of follow in there, and like I don't follow for follow, but I will like check out for checkout, you know, like if you stop by stream and you like hit me up on that, you know, I'll hit check out your stream. Not guaranteed follow if I don't like what I'm doing, but like if you're a genuinely nice person, or if you got a nice setup, you know, I'm not just gonna follow a dude and then like be rating over and be like, wow, who are all these people? I know nothing about them. And then like turns out like one of y'all are crazy or something. I'm like, I don't need that in my follow list. But yeah, it's like wild to like know that like the mods are just like letting that dude like consistently like harass new people. I really gotta stop spending so much time on Reddit. I did just lower my like usage allowed on my phone, but then like I just like end up like pulling out my laptop. It is an unhealthy thing, and like it is not making me feel better. No! I jumped too early. Smoke weed every day. All right. Here we go again. This is the one. Trademark the one. When we get another emote unlocked after we get 60 subs, so never. I'm gonna be we're gonna make a the one with a little trademark on it. It's gonna be like a one, like a big old number one with like a little trademark on it, because that's our thing, you know. This is the one trademark, and then every time I say that, y'all can like hit it in chat. I have so many emotes that are currently like in the bank, you know. I should just make that one and like submit it so we have it on standby. I could turn it into an animated one and like take off the deal with it one. I keep that one because I made it, so I like it. But if I make that one too, we can make it where it's like the I had to go against the stream because I almost forgot this guy. Hopefully those things went up. Nope, they didn't. This is awkward. No, I messed it up. We can make it like the one trademark. That could be a fun little animated one. And like do like black, white background kind of thing, you know? So it really pops. Just finger popping each other's buttholes. That's a 21 Jump Street. That's Ice Cube. It's so funny, dude, to think about like Ice Cube going from like NWA, and then like 4 years later to be like in Are We There Yet? There, like, I think that is the joke. But there's something like, you know, he made his fame. You know what I mean? And like, good on him. But like, it's just like such a funny comparison. What's like the word I'm looking for? And it's like two things in contrast of each other, I guess. That's not really what I'm thinking of. What was that? What are those? We need to talk about like things you just quote. Like that is half of my thing. I got so upset at work today. So one of the guys at work was like, yeah, this guy's like an onion, you know, you just like keep peeling back. And he's like, why does he gotta be an onion? Why can't he be a parfait? Everybody loves parfaits. And it's like, you know, well, everybody uses onion stuff. I'm like, didn't even get that I was quoting something. And then somebody else walked by and is like, every time I hear parfaits, all I think about Shrek. I'm like, thank you. At least somebody knows what I'm quoting over here. Like, are we to the point where people don't know Shrek quotes? That is the first ever Oscar award winner for an animated movie. It is a historical piece of evidence. This should be in every time capsule describing how the start of the 21st century was. It started with Shrek. Never forget. All right. This one scares the heck out of me, I'm gonna be honest. Oof. Shrek is love. All right, I guess we're doing that again. At least we didn't die. Hopefully that's not slow enough that it like kills our because we have to do this fast. All the things, no deaths. Shrek is love, Shrek is life. That is true. Maybe we should speedrun a Shrek game. Thursday, anybody want to take a wild guess at what Wii game we're going to be speedrunning? We're going to be trying out 2 new categories on it. It's going to be Unhinged. Let's just say it does something with, do you remember the 16th of September? That's one of the categories. Make it. All right, ready? Shortcut. Perfect. Perfect. Death. Death. We gotta warm up. We gotta remember where all the things are. See if we can do it without. Get our shortcuts like that down. All right, definitely this way. What the hey, hey. Wee. This is not the faster way, is it? Oh, maybe it is. Important things to distinct. All right, ready? We're gonna go for the fast. Ah! It is hard to do. Oof. Oof. All right. I can definitely make that one, which definitely does help. Does this look weird? Sometimes, right? We gotta keep an eye out. I don't really remember where the things are. I think they're in plain sight on this one. Nice. All right, good. That was number 2. Make it. All right, yeah, we're gonna be pretty high on deaths, but this is why we're practicing, and we're doing it for achievements, so it's worth something, and then hopefully we're like really good. This might be my favorite song. Wow, this is why we practice. Where was the third one? Where was the third one? Fall into a hole in the ceiling after jumping on an orange bounce pad. Oh, I missed the first one. That's why they look like they were together, because it was 2 and 3. I'm missing number 1. I see, I see. I see, said the blind man as he picked up his hammer and saw it. It took me like 10 years to understand why my parents would say that. Thank you for those that are hanging out for the ad break. Appreciate ya. I forgot the shortcut. Enjoy. In a dim glow of the Pied Piper stream, a tale of Canadian history unfolded. The Gooch, our informant, spilled secrets about Trudeau's commonality and John A.'s notorious legacy. They confessed to a national guilt over wartime actions, particularly in the Great War. But as quickly as they came, duty called them away to meetings. Meanwhile, Weplong whispered an ode to Shrek in the shadows. Thank you, Bot, for that beautiful summary of what is going on in this stream right now. All right. Let me know For those watching this VOD and have made it this far, congratulations. I see you. Let me know which of these songs that we've played so far is your fave. For those in chat, what you got? Show me what you got. Alright. Haha! Magic. Death. 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 Alright. Wow. Wow! Alright, here we go. Sometimes I go a little too hard on the no thoughts, and it's not great. I was doing dumb stuff there. Death again? No, we're good. Okay. Alright, we just gotta be better with that first one for sure. I don't think that this is gonna be the one per se, so we're gonna... give it a go. I think up might be quicker. Maybe? I don't know. That one didn't take any time at all. Oh my goodness. It's so hard. Because you gotta let go just at the right time. Where you get a little bit of up, but you're not too slow where it goes up anyways. Because you're gonna die no matter what. But we'll just do this one. I've done it like once. It's definitely difficult. Definitely tricky. A little bit of nuance. Maybe just a lot of luck. I don't know. I don't know. No say. Ba-da-dun. 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 I just love the bass. I'm all about that bass. About that bass. No treble. Make it! Put a little too much faith. That was dumb. Hello and welcome back to those that were in an ad. Appreciate you sticking around. Hope the ads weren't too bad. Hope it was something new maybe. Who knows? Maybe it's something you're actually interested in. Wouldn't that be wild? If so, it's probably something you've already purchased. That's how it knows you like it. Because if you didn't like it, why would you buy it? And now obviously you need 10 of them. Amazon does that to me all the time. It's like, hey, you know that thing that you just bought? You know that laptop charger you just bought? Well, we got a new deal on it if you want another one. Why do I want another one? I already have this one. Hey, you know that one-time, like, lifetime purchase thing that you bought? Ooh, another one? Like, no. Thank you. Alright. No, that's not what I want you to do. We're not ready for this. We haven't even beat this without the bonuses, without taking a death. Isn't that crazy? And so here we are. I forgot the shortcut. No! Rude. Ouch. No, we're good. Make it. Oh, I thought. Easy. All right. No death there. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Was that a little slow? Sure. The worrisome is that you do have to do it quickly. No deaths. All items. Ooh, that might have been the right speed to do the other thing, but that's alright. That's alright. We're on a good path. Alright, here comes the good part. Let's not mess it up. Oh, boom! Ba-dum-bum-dum-dum. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Bum-ba-dum. Same thing, just playing a little safe. I just went for it, and I decided not to, and it killed me, and it killed... That's kind of what I was aiming to do, was why I did that time, but that's completely unnecessary when I'm on that, like, initial cycle. Need to be better about that jump, that's for sure. Ugh, the tiredness is hitting me, which stinks. Tiredness is mostly hitting me, because here's the thing, man. Because of the pain that I'm feeling, I'm doing okay today. I did a lot of standing and, like, kind of working, which also, once again, kind of, like, reproves that sciatica versus, like, a pulled muscle. Helps, so I definitely need to, like, make sure I'm walking. I'll probably go for a, like, night walk. After stream or something. But the problem is, there's no relief. That's like one of the worst things, is like there's like, it feels okay, but it's not like, oh, every time I put my leg this way I am not in pain. It's like, ouch. Take it or leave it. Sometimes I will say, like, I do think like maybe the lidocaine's helping. So then it's like should be good. I was saying I just got hit with a wave of tiredness. Oh yeah, because there's like no like pain-free. There's like places that have like less pain. I like kind of like lean a certain way. But just less pain doesn't inherently mean comfortable. Valor! My goodness gracious. 15 months. Thank you, friend. We're currently in the middle of trying to get this achievement. As soon as I die or finish the level, I will properly celebrate. A whopping 15 months. That is crazy. Crazy. Bella, where have you been, Loca? That's how we do that. What? Oh my goodness gracious. How have I been? I have been a-okay, Valor. I unfortunately pinched a nerve, and I've been in a lot of pain the last, like, week or so since I did that. So that's been a rough time. Where have you been? I feel like I keep missing your stream. This is my third stream. I was gone for about 6 weeks. I went to... Nice. Achievement unlocked. I went to Budapest for Budapest Pride, which is a really big deal. Because Hungary, the federal government has outlawed most LGBT things and was anti-pride. And the Budapest mayor was like, that's not who the people of Budapest are. So we're gonna host it. And then the Budapest president and it was basically like a Trump, what's that guy's name? Governor Newsom in like California, like level like thing where, you know, like, President Trump is like, I'm gonna do this, and Newsom's like, not in my state, I'm gonna do this instead. We're like, this is what my people want, or whatever, right? And so that's kind of what's happening in Budapest. And so they had Pride, and then they canceled Pride, and then they canceled Pride again because he was like, I'm gonna like basically like send like the militia to get you, you know. And Budapest was like, eventually it was like the last day of June, and they're like, we got to do this. So I went and I marched with like, I don't know, 100,000 other people through Budapest, which is pretty cool. I did that on purpose. I don't remember where the music notes are on this level. So we're going to be dying a little bit, probably doing some exploration. I remember where some of them are. So I did that. So I was in Budapest for a little bit. So that was really cool. I'll post some pictures in my Discord. If you're not in our Discord, Valor, I think you are. Exclamation point Discord. Yeah, I'll post some pictures. I'll show you. Yeah, so that was pretty neat. I did that with my mom and my uncle. Budapest is also interesting. One of the things that they did that's like that they're really well known for is what's known as like ruin bars. So what they have is like they have these old like decrepit buildings that nobody was doing anything with, and so they're like old apartments and stuff. And what they did was they basically allowed like business owners to like they tore down all the like areas that like prevented you from being like connected, and they like made these big connecting areas for them, and like took down most like the regular stuff. So I remember one of them's here. That's like the only one I honestly remember. Bars sometimes ruin me. Yeah, that's vibes, dude. And messing this up hardcore. So I think that's like the middle one, so I'm definitely missing one. So they have like these oh no, I messed that up. Okay, cool. Yeah, so they have these, and then what you have is like you have like 10 independent bars that end up like coexisting, and then you can just like walk in this like one area to like a bunch of different bars, you know, which is pretty cool. So we like hit a bunch of those, and then after that we went to Romania, where my mom just moved. So I got to see like where she's living and like their new life, and that was neat. Romania is an interesting place. They have kind of the same story that a lot of Europe has, which is like, oh yeah, we accidentally had fascism that was just disguised as socialism for like way too long, and oh nice, and some other problems, and so yeah. But they also are interesting. People kind of like sleep on Romania. I do want to go back and see Transylvania proper. But like 80% of like Romanians own their own house. It's very anglicized actually, which is really weird. Valor. So it's like there's a lot of like British bars, and there's like a lot of like bar trivia and stuff. I went to this was actually really cool. I did go to like a game cafe. It was okay, with like board games and stuff, but that's cool. They have that there, which is really neat. They had bar trivia. We went to that, and they had karaoke, and then we also there's a metal karaoke bar, which is really cool, because like, you know, you show up for karaoke and you got people singing like Billy Joel and like Poison, and you know, and like I don't know, Lady Gaga or whatever, you know, like these pop songs and stuff. And then, you know, you don't want to be the guy that's like, I'm gonna go up there and sing Avenged Sevenfold, or you know, like Metallica or whoever, you know. And so it's like a full bar where it's like it's all metalheads, and it is like they do karaoke every night, I think, of just like full like metal and hard rock, everything, screamo, you name it. And everybody that goes up there, like, people don't just be like, I'm kind of in the mood, you know, like you can convince people to like sing like Don't Stop Believin', like everybody's singing Journey, you know, because like it's that song that like anybody can sing, but nobody can like nobody's just gonna be like, oh yeah, I can totally just like do screamo, you know, or just do like Avenged, you know. Nobody's like, oh yeah, well, I don't know, maybe, but nobody's like, yeah, I'm just gonna go up there and do like Volbeat, you know. Maybe, but they're crazy, right? So everybody who goes up there is like pretty darn good. So it's very impressive. And also, like, if you haven't done like a metal show or like hung out with like the metal people in general, they are some of they're like one of my favorite group of people, because they are very like familial. So like, you know, you're just like, it's like, you're like, oh, you like this, I like this, do we just become best friends? Very like puppy dog energy, and they're like very like scary pit bull energy, but still a puppy, you know what I mean? So like, it's really cool. I really liked it. So that was neat. And yeah, so Romania was interesting. And then after that, I went to Portugal, to Lisbon. Yeah, he said the vibe of the people, dude. Like, yeah, there's like, I've seen Volbeat, I've seen Avenged, I've seen Metallica live, Flogging Molly, like, you know, Flowbots, if we want to argue that. But yeah, it's like really cool. Rise Against I've seen, and like the vibes of like hard rock shows is just like, I don't know, it's one of those things that like creates moments where it's just like, it's very much people experiencing life together at the same time in a really cool way. And you just kind of get to like scream and rage and like mosh. And there's like so much like proper etiquette, and like people like help you, and like they don't put up with the people who are like being rude. Offspring wept one with me to that. I almost broke my nose because of a dude who was being rude in the mosh pit. But yeah, they're like good vibes, you know? I think so, at least. So that was cool. And then I went to Lisbon for the first time for me. I've been to Portugal, but only southern Portugal because that's a few hours drive away from me. And Portugal, one of my buddies, he had not, we see each other every couple of years. We joined the Navy together, and went very different ways in like our careers. Not like in our careers, but like we just got stationed like different places. Like I went to Virginia and Bahrain and Spain, and he went to San Diego and Korea and Japan. So it was just like we had a brief like time in which we were both in San Diego at the same time, which was really cool. And but outside of that, like we haven't, like San Diego and like Florida that we lived together in 12 years ago now. And so like since he's moving, he had the ability to take some time off, and so he came out to Lisbon to see me. He was in Italy for a while, and like lived there and didn't love it, but we ended up having like a really good time. So it was like really nice to do that. No, what is going on with this one? And so we kind of like we tried to kind of have a trip that was mixed into like, you know, like we saw a bunch of stuff. We tried to like make it into like, I hate to use the word like debauchery, but it was like, you know, we were like, all right, we're gonna go like clubbing this day, and then we'll like go see like the monastery the next day or whatever. So we like did a bit of both, you know. And so that was a pretty good time. One of the funny things that happened, one of the like really cool things, we went to like a really nice, like one of the best restaurants in the world, rated by the top 50. It's got like, it's won a Michelin star multiple times. It was expensive, but it was very good. Very like Michelin star. If you guys, there's a difference between nice dinners and fine dining. Because we went to like a nice dinner one night, and we went like after going on like a party boat, which I'll talk about here in a sec. And so like the thing with like a upscale restaurant is they're like, upscale restaurants are elitist. I'm gonna be fully honest. Like upscale, like, and like clubs type settings, they're like they legit tried to ice us, because we like showed up and they like put us to like the closest door, like the closest one. They like served other tables before us, you know, like they were icing us out because like we were in like shorts or whatever, and in like a nice restaurant, but it's like hot as heck. And so, you know, and so it's like a kind of upscale one restaurant. And so like that's like the nice like restaurant upscale place. But the fine dining, I showed up, I like decided like, because I packed everything I was gonna live for 3 weeks in a backpack, right? And I didn't like bring any nice clothes, legitimately. My uncle had a shirt that didn't fit him, that was like a nicer, longer sleeve colored shirt. And it was like, he had like shoved in the bottom of his bag, and like I tried to iron it the best I could and like still couldn't get all the irons out. So like I'm all creased up and all messed up, and wearing like and wearing cargo pants, but like, you know, fashionable cargo pants, but not like upscale, you know? And like, you know what the first thing like the Michelin star restaurant said to us when we like showed up? Like we got there, we walked in, and the first thing that they said was thank you. You know what I mean? Like the other restaurant we had stopped by the other day, and they were like closing for, they were doing siesta, and like we had literally been like, hey, can we just use your bathroom? And they're like, no. You know, it was just like rude. And this place, like you walk in and they're like, thank you for coming. We are happy you are here. And like, that's the vibe, man. Like they generally love that you're there, and like, it doesn't matter, you know, like if you're there, you're going to pay them, and you're paying a lot of money, and they realize that, you know? And like, if you haven't seen The Bear, watch The Bear, man. Like I'm gonna be honest, I really, my favorite episode of that whole show is in season 2. Season 2 is so season 1, for those who haven't seen, is a train wreck. Every single episode, it is just like every single one ends, and it just ends. Why do we keep messing that up? It just ends at a climax, and it's just like your jaw, like mouth agape. You're just like every single episode season 1, and then like legitimately, and then season 2, wow, okay, that was a new thing that we've never done before. Season 2 is different, and so each episode follows somebody different, and like the episode lengths are all like different, and it's like they're very wholesome, and they're very much about like personal growth for each character. It was very much like, hey, this is all rising action, because like we have crazy stuff planned for season 3, but we have to build on it. And so Forks is all about like why find, like what it takes to be a Michelin star restaurant, and it is not about the food. It is not about the food. Like it is a little bit, but it is 100% about the experience and caring about people. So it was like really cool to go to like one of the like, and there's like silly things with like these like they're not like elitist, they're silly almost. They're like cute, you know? They're all about like the experience. So we did the tasting menus, which I do say, if you guys ever like have the opportunity, it's very expensive, and it's like something like I try and like I treat myself every now and again. I don't spend money on a lot of things, but God, I love food, man, and I love a good food experience. And I just love a good experience. But go for like most Michelin star restaurants and stuff. I've been to a few. One of the best ones I've been to is in Naples, Italy, because it's like one of the cheapest ones I've ever done. And like the first course was a single like piece of penne, which like I get it, it's a tasting menu, mind you, so it's like 12 courses of like bite-sized stuff, and you leave, they are perfectly portioned, I promise you. Trust the process. You will leave comfortably full, not stuffed, comfortably full every time, guarantee it. And I'm properly satiated. The first dish in Naples was a single piece of penne pasta, and that single piece of penne pasta had more flavor. It was that scene in Ratatouille when he bit into it, and like the colors started playing and like around in the background, and it was just like, you know, incredible. That's Patton Oswalt, isn't it? Remy. And I just was thinking about his voice during that scene, and I just thought about that. I love that man. And that's what it was, right? It was so good. And like that was like $120 or something, with maybe with wine pairing. Maybe it's like $1.75 with wine pairing, which is really cheap for like what it is. And it was so good. It's like this little like pasta bar just like in downtown Naples, and so good. But yeah, so this other Michelin one that we went to in Lisbon, we went to like also like one of the best bars in the world as well while we were there. We bougied up a little bit. We hadn't seen each other in a long time, and I had like some disposable income, and so I was like, you know what, let's ball out a little bit. But like one of the things that they did was they're talking about like the sometimes you just got to like everything has a story, right? And so like they had like these cute cards, and they gave us the cards. They're like hand drawn and then printed like paintings. They're like on cards that describe the whole menu, and they're so cute. And they gave them to you to go home. I'm like taking pictures of them because like I'm like I don't want to lose them, and they're like, no, don't worry about it, you get to keep them. So like, which is such like a cool little thing. I'll post some pictures of those as well. But they're talking, so it was called like it's called The Three Little Pigs is like what the name of that course was. And the story was like the chef who who has the star and made the menu, he just loves like one of his favorite things as a kid was like on a hot day was a ice cream sandwich. And oh no. So on like hot days, he just like remembers going home and going into the freezer and grabbing an ice cream sandwich. And then like he'd get his face all dirty and he'd use his sleeve to wipe it. And so they're like really on top of like you getting new napkins and everything. And for the dessert, they take your napkin from you and they give you like a sleeve, like a dress shirt sleeve that they made and like hemmed at the end. So you like put on just like this white sleeve and that's your napkin. So like you get to like wipe your mouth with like this like sleeve to like replicate like what they had as like, and like I said, it's like silly, it's cheesy. And so you're just like in this like 5-star restaurant, just like wiping your face with like this guy's sleeve for them. They're like, we don't want you to dirty your nice sleeve, so we gave us your own. It's like, it's so cute, right? And then it's called The Three Little Pigs because like what they did was like they make it where it's like they serve it with like a little bit of jamon, like Spanish ham that's like cured. So you get like a little bit of like that smoky like flavor, so it's like a little savory because it's very salty and then savory. And then they like the ice cream sandwich is like homemade vanilla ice cream and a stroop waffle, and the stroop waffle is like shaped like a wolf, I think. So like you have like the pigs are the like ham, and then you have the wolf as like the stroop waffle that's like your ice cream sandwich thing. And like, and then they give you like truffle like chocolates at the end, and then you do like some espresso, and it's just like the best cup of coffee you've ever had. And it was just like, it was a really good time. It was a really nice experience. And then like that day, oh, I think it was that day. But yeah, we went out. I do this every now and again. I have whole days where I get devote to like just eating and drinking. And so then we went to Speakeasy, and it's like one of the best bars in the world. And so the funny thing with this Speakeasy is that it's a bar inside a bar. So like, first off, this bar is like hidden as itself. And it's like, you're just like in downtown Lisbon and you like walk by this place and you'd have no idea. I walked past it and was having a hard time finding it with Google Maps. And then we found it where there's just like a doorbell and it's like push here for drink. And so you push that, and that's just to get into the bar. And then you have to like tell them like you have to have a reservation, and like you only can get a reservation if like you get access to like their site, which like if you know like Speakeasy stuff, like if you're like looking at like best 50 best or like some of the other things, there's like ways that like you get around it, because like I'm a big Speakeasy guy, to be honest. They're intimate with really good drinks, so you get to have good conversations. Usually the staff is very friendly and you get to have a very good drink. So like I very much like them, and you get to like conversate. Is that a word? We're gonna use it. You get to converse. That's the better word. You get to converse with like somebody in a very like comfortable environment while having like a very nice, enjoyable, secluded time. And so the best Speakeasy I've ever been to is in Rome. But yeah, so you have to like tell them, and then there's like in the hallway, because like you go through the first door and you gotta go through like 2 sets of stairs, and in the hallway, all right, we're just gonna finish this and practice it. In the hallway where you come in, they like, you have to be escorted, and they like knock on this window, and like, dude, it is one of the best hidden speakeasies I've ever seen, because like, one, it's already distracting because you're already in a bar that's like a speakeasy, and then it's like a speakeasy inside a speakeasy, so that's pretty cool. Darn, dude. That one's so weird. This one's gonna be tricky. Wow. Okay. We'll get there. We're improving. We're practicing. And then yeah, their drinks were all right. I will say I wasn't super impressed, especially for it being what it was, which, because it was supposed to be like one of the best bars in the world. and they're like, oh yeah, we have these. Like, the drinks were good, but I've definitely had better. There's like a bar in Singapore that is based on a bar. There's a speakeasy in Singapore that's based on a speakeasy in Vegas, and the speakeasy in Singapore is way better than the one in Vegas, because Zelia and I went to the one in Vegas after I like raved to her about the one in Singapore. And the one in Vegas is like cool. It's super well hidden. It is very hard to get to. So that's very cool, because it's like hidden in plain sight in like a really cool way. And the one in like Singapore just had such good food, and then like the one in Vegas doesn't even serve food. And then their drinks in Vegas were like cool, but they were more of like a wow Instagram vibe than like a delicious drink vibe. Rome was like the best drinks and the best speakeasy I've like been to. They had a filtration system that blew my mind in Rome, because they there was like a dude smoking a cigar near us, and like I didn't even notice until I looked over. And like, I don't know if you've been near people smoking cigars. Cigars reek, and you can smell them from like a mile away. And they had a filtration system that was so good, you had no idea that this dude was smoking like 6 feet away from you. I like have no idea to this day. And like, I remember the days like separate filtration when there was like smoking, non-smoking areas. It was not even remotely close to like that bad. It was legit, had no idea. So I don't know how they're doing that. Fun fact, actually, air quality in airplanes is worse, because we now have all airplanes as non-smoking. Airplanes, when we had smoking, they were required to provide the cabin with fresh air, and it had to be fresh oxygen or like fresh air. Every 3 minutes, they had to circulate all the air. Now, because there's non-smoking, it's no longer fresh air, it's a mixed air. So it's outdoor air mixed with inside air, and it's every 6 minutes, I want to say, or worse. So actually the air on airplanes is no, I messed it up because I forgot that we had to do this. Oh, that's so sad. So that's unfortunate. But yeah, so then that was 3 weeks I was gone. I came back to Spain for a day just to pick up some stuff. I went to work for a day because there was some drama that I had to take care of. Which was a thing. Oh, wow. No! Alright. And then I left for another 3 weeks. And I went to the States. I was in Rhode Island primarily. I was in New England is a better way to put it, because all those states are so small, as in all of them. So I went to Boston. I was in Mass. I was in Boston. I went to Salem. I was in school. So I graduated as school for work. And that was cool. It was a nice experience. It was very summer camp vibe. So it was like we got to meet like all these people, and you just become like really close, and you do everything together for 3 weeks, and you're like, oh, these people are amazing, and then you gotta like leave to like never see each other again. So it was like, if you've ever done summer camp, I did like a Boy Scout camp growing up, because that's right, I was a Boy Scout growing up. Always prepared. I was not a good Boy Scout, I can tell you that much. Did I forget all? Is that really the first one? I guess so. Yeah. Wild. Cause this is the second one. Yeah, so I've streamed. I've had three streams. 3 streams since getting back. So in the last like 2 months, Fowler, I've streamed 3 times. So this is the 4th stream in 2 months. So you have not been missing streams. I just honestly haven't been around. I do, if you miss me, I was posting YouTube shorts twice a week. Working on those, but I do upload to YouTube right now. I'm working on getting recordings done, so I'm back to 3 days a week. But I am back to uploading twice a week on YouTube, on the Pied Piper Shorts, and my VODs are always available over on the Pied Piper VODs on YouTube as well. Welcome back. Hope the meetings weren't too bad. What's going on with your remote work there, Gooch? I think last time we were talking, they like pulled it and they said that you guys were like going to hybrid. I'm still remote, but other teams are going. Oh, okay. Wow, full time, yeah. You're gonna be safe on remote? What's crazy is the government has paid people for like the US government like gave all those people the out, and they've basically paid them for 3 months of no work. And I will actively say things are worse. Yeah, my contract specifies remote. Oh, nice. So you got like contract protection. I'm guessing labor laws are probably better in Canada than they are in the US, because US's are atrocious. I don't know how Canada ranks in labor laws compared to the EU, because the EU's pretty good. I mean, like each individual country has their own, but as a whole, the EU has like certain labor protections that are pretty good. They're not perfect, you know. People complain about like France and the French, and honestly, probably valid. Somebody posted a picture of a black Crayola, and they like tagged Crayola, and they were like, Crayola, what the heck? I can't believe you. And they're like, that's the word for black in Spanish. We produce products in like 170 countries, so all of our products are in English, French, and Spanish. They're like, no, I know that. I can't believe you put French. But honestly, I respect the heck out of the French for very much like being very pro labor rights and pro people. I get that it is inconvenient having all these strikes. I do think that we are we are no longer in a system in which we are able to strike without it affecting consumers. One of the really cool strikes that happened in Japan forever ago, I believe it was Japan. I might be mistelling the story, but I think it was Japan. But the Japanese bus workers were like being treated unfairly, and so they wanted to go on strike. But the problem is like where they were in Japan, like the whole community relied on the buses. So like if the buses weren't there, like the entire economy would collapse. And some people are like, well, that is your power. And like, yeah, but like also that ruins other people's day, you know, like, you know, that kind of sucks. So what the bus drivers did was they did their whole bus route, but they didn't accept any of their fare. So the buses ran, but it was at a loss to the company. So that was like really cool. But I just don't think like we live in a world now, because like you can't do that with planes, you know. You can't be like, all right, we're gonna fly the plane, but we're gonna not require our passengers should be ticketed. Like, you can't really do that. It'd be cool, you know, like, you know, just like, it'd be insane. Could you imagine just like, we've like refunded your ticket, but we're still gonna leave? Like, we just couldn't do it, man. Like, it would be awesome though. But yeah, it was like a cool thing to learn about, you know. So like, I do think like we need to have collective bargaining and like all of those things, and worker rights are extremely important. And I very much do believe that whatever you can get away with at the bare minimum will be the bare minimum that is given, and that we will not and should not trust a capitalist society that is for profit to put workers' interests first. No matter how many leadership books everybody produces about like, oh, leaders should eat last, and we got to worry about synergies, and if you take care of your people, they'll take care of you. You can release 95 more books like that, And for all these CEOs, and you'll see like these companies that succeed, and then they'll have like one bad profit margin, or they'll go public for trading, because like most of those companies that run that way, they have something in common. They're not publicly traded. Like, look at Blue Shield, Blue Cross, right? They're the ones. There's a United Health that Luigi Mangione. Like, you know what I mean? UHC, United Healthcare. Yeah, right? So, just saying. But, yeah. It's a crazy time. They still unilaterally changed it by I could consider a fire and apply for L? Unemployment, I'm guessing is what that means. I just see L like the El Hombre. Oh, EI. BCBS, Blue Cross Blue Shield reversing policy. Oh, 100%. 100%. Yeah, it was, a lot of them did. That's why we saw Elon in the, like, the next day in the Oval Office with his kid, basically using his own kid as a human shield, being like, see, I'm a dad who's cared for. Don't, like, Mangione me. It's all ploys. We see through it. The claims adjuster incident. I like it. 100%. 100%. 110%. Boom, boom. Alright. We just did this with 3 deaths, and now we're at 10 on this one. It's a rough time. But we're gonna get there. We're gonna beat this. And then, we're gonna do our runs. How long have we been live? I feel like we're doing pretty good. We're doing 2 hours. And, we've gone through all but this level and gotten the achievement. So we will be platting this, stream for sure, which is pretty neat. Which was the main goal, and then we'll get some times, because I have fixed live split. So live split, I figured out what was wrong with it. It was comparing the wrong times. It was not an issue with the auto splitter. The auto splitter was written to do game time, and when you put current comparison or current method, I don't know why that's even an option, because for me at least, it always just defaults to real time. So it was pausing the game time, because that's what everything submitted is in game time, but it was not stopping the real time, because that's real time, which makes sense in hindsight. Didn't realize it during that. That's how it was. My first time. This is my first time ever using an auto splitter that uses game time. So, you know, I will openly admit I did put the live split. Here's a wild thing. I put the live split into ChatGPT, and I was like, hey, why isn't this code working? And it basically was like, your settings are wrong on your live split. I was blown away. It wasn't like, oh, let me change that or fix it. It literally knew. And because I had been Googling, and I'd been staring at the live split, and I was trying to like understand the like language for the auto scripter, and I was like Googling like how to auto script. I'm like, I don't get it. I'm kind of understanding. And I will say that was like the one time I was impressed, you know, like a broken clock is like right twice a day. So, because I do not genuinely believe, I will say like it is decent coding, but decent, not great. You definitely should have some level of knowledge of what you're doing most of the time. I do not believe in using AI for your search engine, as it is primarily right now using, oh god, I panicked. All right, we're gonna get down to 1 death with all this stuff. Is occurrent, what's gonna happen? And then we'll get down to hour 3, or down to 1. We also might do our first 100% run. All music notes run, whatever they call it. But yeah, our current goal is like to shave like a minute off of our current PB. I don't know what Olam is. Did you see everybody who's like freaking out about like 5.0? They're like, 4.5 was my significant other and I just trust them so much and they just killed my significant other and I don't know what to do with my life. And 5.0 is just, I can tell it's not the same person. Like, that's wild. Yeah, people are dumb as heck. Yeah, 100%. Mistral is pretty good for general stuff. Codestral is good for code. That's good to know. Yeah. I've seen some of those, yeah. I said this one was going to be 1, and now we're up to 4, so that stinks. So this isn't even going to be, like, our best, but let's get the practice. Let's make sure that we don't do dumb things, you know? Get the muscle memory down. Oh, 100%. My biggest thing, yeah, Gooch, that's, yeah, 100%. Everything that they are, the things that, like, really bug me is everybody's like, well, it could cure cancer one day. And it's like, the fact that you're saying it could, like, how often are we, how often do we, like, give something value based off of what it might have the potential to do? And also, mind you, like, it is unproven potential. It is theoretical potential. Like, I don't know very many things that we were like, oh, this could potentially be good, you know? Like, what if, like, they pitched a Flintstones car and they're like, eventually this thing's gonna be able to go 300 miles, and they adopted the Flintstones car. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think we really did that. Like, it really bugs me how many people are like, oh, it could do this. And it's like, yeah, it's definitely, it's all just like the... What is the snake called? Ouroboros? What's the snake? Aurora Borealis is the northern lights. This one's... Ouroboros? Right? It's like the Ouroboros. There's like a better way to say it. The snake that's eating itself. You know, the Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist. Ouroboros, right? Am I saying that weird? That's one of those things that I read. Ouroboros. Yeah. See, I'm saying it right. It just sounds weird. It sounds like a name. Men in Black 2? Men in Black 3? Is there a 4th Men in Black? What's the one where the dude has the stars in his head? Certainly not. That's 2, I think. No, 2's the sexy lady. One is cockroach dude, 2 is sexy plant lady. And then 3 is the back in time one. Where's the one where they gotta protect the dude? I think it's maybe part of... 2 is the one with the cat. Yeah, that's Orion. Yeah. The universe is in Orion's belt. Yeah. And then it's got the alien in the guy's head, and his cat's name is Orion, and when he says belt, he means collar. Because he's got to be a weirdo. You know? Because 2's the one where not K. K's the main... No, it is K. Because I forget what Will Smith's name is. But yeah, K has... It's not... No, it's not that one. It's like... I forget, he's in other things. It's like, he takes off his beanie, and he has no... Will Smith is J. Thank you. And his, and half of his skull is missing, and it has, like, a constellation in it. And then, like, the bad guy has mouth for eyes. And it's terrifying. And the bad guy's name in that is Boris. And, that's why I'm thinking of it, because when I say Ouroboros, I'm, like, imagining that guy. Maybe that's part of 3. Maybe, like, they go back in time. I think they have to go back in time to stop Boris from ever being there or something. Because they're like, Boris is gonna, like, I didn't kill him in, like, 1967. So like if we go back, Google's saying it's in 3. Yeah. So yeah, because I think that's how it starts. It's like that guy, and then they have to like go back in time to like kill Boris before. Yeah, it is that one. Yeah, because I remember, because yeah, they like attach him to the Apollo mission or whatever. Apollo 11. Is that the bad one that blows up? And which I don't know if they purposely do that. I think maybe it's like Apollo 13, they send him back to space. Yeah, because they're like, if I only had killed Boris in like 1967, we wouldn't be here, because now he's unstoppable. So many of them have blown up. Only like Challenger and the one Apollo, so like 2. The one with people in it, more are blown up without people. But yeah. Or Apollo 13? Is it lucky number 13? Or is that the same incident? Yeah, but anyways, I was thinking of Boris. Why am I talking about Aura? Oh yeah, yeah. AI is just Ouroboros. It's just a self-eating snake, you know, a self-licking ice cream cone, if you will. Heard that for the first time in Newport, in Rhode Island. No, why do I keep dying there? This is the one. That was the worst one yet. That was incredible. This is the one. Trademark. I like the thing is that like I wish I had somebody dedicated enough that like they would take all my VODs and they'd find and they would like create a compilation of like all the times Piper said this was the one and it wasn't, you know, because that would be like funny. And like, but unfortunately, like, you know, I got y'all. Not like offensive to you, like not saying that, but it's just like, you know, there's like 3 of us here right now, you know, and so it's like it's either one of 3 of us, and like the only one I think who's invested enough in this is probably gonna be me. And I got 300, I got 200 and like VODs and 200 videos on the regular YouTubes. No, dude, really? Unfortunate. If I knew anything about Vidian Officer, I'd give it a stab. Unfortunately, I'm big dumb. That's fair. You're not big dumb. It's definitely a skill, that's for sure. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, that's why I'm so tired, though, because I'm in pain. And so it's hard to sleep in pain, and I can't get comfortable. And the last 2 nights, I have woken up in excruciating pain super early. So I start college again tomorrow. That's scary. And guess what? You guys get to be there for the journey with me, because we're gonna co-work and co-stream it. So if you guys are working tomorrow from home or need help staying motivated, I got you. I got you, fam. Woo! Woo-wee! Wee! Boom, 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 boom. Dun, 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 dun. I feel like I had some sentence that I forgot to finish in there. Oh, I forgot to talk about the boat cruise. I don't know if Valor, if you're still hanging out, but yeah, I started talking about this briefly in Lisbon. So one of the funny things, so I was kind of like, yeah, I want to do like more of the culture things, and my buddy was like, I kind of want to just like go do like the, you know, the youngin things. And I need a nap to go out, man. I'm at that age. Like, we're going out, I need a nap. It's especially in Europe, man. Because, like, bars and, like, clubs don't get lit until like midnight at the Barcelona, 2 a.m. That's when everybody shows up to the club. You show up at 10, they're gonna laugh at you. You show up at midnight, they're gonna be like, okay, but it's gonna be empty. And then 2 a.m. everybody shows up. It is insane. And you stay out till 7 a.m. And then you do that every day. And you go to work at 2 p.m. You know? Because like, no way are you going in the morning. But yeah, so he was like, and like the big thing with like Portugal is that it's like beautiful sunsets, you know, because it's so far west. It's like the last sunset in Europe. So yeah, like part of like this area near Sintra, that's like literally like the furthest east you'll be, or west, I mean. There he is just saying that. And he's like, oh, I'd like to do one of the boat cruises, but I want to do like one of the party boats. And so he signed up for it. I'm like, okay. And it says like, oh, max of 20. I'm like, oh, max of 20 people. Like that's like good. Open bar, you know? Like, wow, all right, open bar, 20 people. We get to go see like the beautiful thing. Well, it turns out that when they said max of 20, they meant in a single purchase. Because we got there and there was like 100 people there at least. Now, the other thing to note about going to Lisbon and Portugal is that in general during the summer is that Portugal is like a well-known tourist destination for Americans. So it is American crazy during the summer, which I did not know. So there's just like Americans everywhere. It is not very like Portuguese feeling when you're just like everywhere you go, you're surrounded by Americans. And anyways, so the thing to also realize about a party boat is okay, no pressure. Or the other thing to note about Europe, right, is drinking age is 18. And so you have a bunch of tourists during summer, and who really needs to go on vacation during summer? That's right, students. So, oh my goodness gracious! So who was like the number one like customer for this party boat that was like fairly cheap and open bar? And yeah, it turns out that the average age, which should say something, was probably about 20 years old on that boat. There was like me and my buddy and like 3 other like people groups with people like not in their early 20s. And the rest were like early 20s, really a lot of like 18-year-olds who were like about to go to like freshman year of college, and like mommy and daddy like paid for their like trip. So it ended up being like a nice time, but it definitely wasn't like when you're like, oh, we're gonna like go and drink and maybe we can meet some other people kind of thing and like go see this thing. So then be on like this boat that like only has like one dance floor and then has like this whole quiet, awkward upper seating area that's like not very party-ish. Definitely strange. No, come on, dude. All right, this is the one trademark. Definitely like weird vibes and not very party rocking, you know. But yeah, just something just like note. So, and then like what was unfortunate was like there was like a smaller boat party thing going on, and it was like, oh yeah, that's like the one we want to do while we were out there, because it was like the perfect size, and it was like yeah, unfortunate. Oh man. Which track and field event was dominated by the might of Jeff Capes? Well, the fact that his last name's Capes, I'm gonna go with long jump, because he could fly. That's some solid logic right there. His family got the name Capes back in the day because of their jumping ability, so it's just in his genes. Oh no. Man, dude, I keep making that jump early. Alright. This is the last. This is the one. Legitimately. Trademark the one. No doubt in my mind. We're gonna get this. First try. First try. Wow, that was a beautiful turn. Where do I keep jumping early? I've already forgotten. Not even kidding. Oh yeah, it's this one. What the hey? It's like I'm going too slow. I feel like I'm going too slow. I looked at it, felt like I was going too slow. That was scary. I was like really late on that jump. But we caught the second one just in time, so that's cool. Bump, bump. Posture check, you gremlins. I'm mostly leaning forward because it's like one of the only postures that does not cause me to have severe pain. Not great. What the heck, dude? I'm definitely going too slow, and I don't know why. Doesn't matter how hard you try, in the end. All right. Y'all listening to Hayley Williams' new stuff? I've been posting about it in the Discord. The more I listen to it, the more I love it. I'm gonna be honest. It's like, what was I listening to earlier? Every time I listen to it, I'm like, oh yeah, this is my favorite song. And I'm like listening to like the lyrics or something of another song, and I'm like, oh no, this is my new like fave. And like I'm trying to remember what one I was listening to. Is there one called like Jelly or something? Dude, it's just like, I've been a huge Hayley Williams fan for, not even fan, stan for a long time. Hard Times was like one of the songs that like got me through like a hard time, funny enough. So it's like I can still hear it. Shot put, wow. Alright, there we go. Alright, we got over that jump. I don't know why we're having so many issues with that. It still felt like I was going to be short, but we made it through, so. I did change. Oh my gosh, I thought I jumped early there. I did change my posture. Like my thumb posture. No longer using the meat, but the tip. This was the other one I was afraid of, and we got it. Alright, last one to be afraid of. Okay, so far so good. Pass you, okay. That was terrifying because I went a little bit faster than I was planning. Alright. That one's kind of scary too. I mean, the whole thing's scary. When you gotta do something deathless, you know? That's what makes life scary, is death. No! Oh my god! Have you seen anything about Umama Musami? Uma Musume. Uma Musame. Unami Mami Sume. No. That I've seen that word somewhere, and I was like, what are they talking about? Is it a movie? Is it a book? Is it... Honestly, that makes sense. Is it... It was an anime? Oh, interesting. I love anime, dude. I really do. Like, I'll fully admit that. But it is difficult. It's about Japanese racehorses. Do the horses talk? Is this like a Milo and Otis Racing Stripes thing? Oh! Never mind. I have seen this. I am aware. Yes. I am aware of this thing existing. I have seen some of the memes and on Reddit, and yeah. But yeah, anime is like hard. Just like I'm a hardcore sub fan. So like for subs, you really gotta like lock in. you know? And it is hard for me to be like, I'm just gonna not be on my phone, not text people, you know, for X amount of time and do this thing. So wow, I can't believe it. Okay, so the reason since Zeitgeist at the moment is they made a gacha game for it. Interesting. Right, the gacha game is finally available. Oh, interesting. What defines a gacha game? Is it not just like, is it a luck-based game? Because when I hear gacha, I think of like the machines. With like the, where you put like the, because like, right, it's a gacha machine is what you put like the quarters into and then you get a gumball, right? But instead of a gumball, you get something out of it. Gacha games through your role having a polling mechanic. Yeah, that's a gacha. Okay, yeah. Okay. Like, Super Smash Bros. Melee trophies. Gosh darn it! We are so close and we're making mistakes in like 4 places. You spend currency, you get a chance to get new characters in the game. Yeah, like Super Mario Smash Bros. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, gotcha. No pun intended. Ha! I'm so funny. That ha hurt so bad. That like radiated from my back to my leg to my balls. It did not feel good. So what happens when your nerves don't know what's like going on? Are people just being like insane? Most gacha games have the reward being playable characters. Yeah, that makes sense. So scary. We have to do this fast, and I'm gonna be honest, doing things like that might ruin it where we can't get the achievement. We're gonna find out. I feel like I'm doing everything else fast enough that it should be fine. No, come on, man! Honestly, people aren't being too weird with it. That's good. That's good. Good job. That feels rare. So I do have questions about this because I do, okay, so I do remember seeing a post about this because it was like, I do follow the like explain the meme Reddit. So like, are there jockeys? No. Okay. Are there regular people? How is this different than just track? Do they run on all 4s? I guess I have more questions. There's trainers, but the girls just run on their own. It's basically track. Okay. Are the girls like extra dumb? They just like love carrots and apples? They run on 2 legs. They do love carrots. Okay. I also have horse ears and tails. Okay. So are the trainers like regular people that don't have horse ears and stuff? So there's like... Oh, it's so weird. Okay, there we go. My God. Yes, that's correct. Interesting. God, my lower back hurts a lot right now. All on the left side right now. My right leg hurts, but my left side hurts. I almost forgot this. They share. Oh wait, but all the horses in the show and games are based on actual real Japanese racehorses. Oh wow, how interesting. Do people are like people is? It can't be. There's racehorses in Japan. Does that mean that because Japan's weird about gambling? That's why they have pachinko. Like is like this huge thing because like pachinko you get like coins and then like you don't get real money, you get fake money, but then you can trade that fake money into real money. And like Japan's weird. So is there track gambling in Japan? And then are people relying on this anime to like bet? We did it, I think as long as it considers this a fast time. We got it. Wow. God, is that you? Is what we got. So we have officially, let me verify. I don't know if there's horse gambling in Japan. All right, let's Google. Horse gambling, Japan. How to bet. Most forms of gambling are generally banned on the Criminal Code Chapter 23. However, there are several exceptions, including betting on horse racing and certain motorsports. So it's like one of the only legal forms of gambling. That's what I'm saying. Japan's crazy about gambling. So I was really curious. Yeah. Since 2018, casino operators have been bidding for 3 legal licenses to operate an integrated casino resort in Japan, including in Osaka, Tokyo, and Yokohama. Japanese government established the Casino Administration Committee in 2020 to supervise and manage Japan's resort operators. Public sports, lottery, and Toto football polls are held under special laws in order to increase the income of national and local governments, as well as to offer a form of entertainment. And then pachinko is a pinball-like slot machine game. It's officially not considered gambling because Japanese law regard pachinko as an exemption to the criminal code on gambling for historical, monetary, and cultural reasons. And if you've never been in a pachinko gallery, let me tell you, man, they are loud. No. All right. And they are insane. Well, you have informed us well. All right, here we go. We have platted the game. I forgot to verify the plat. Why does that say that? Why are you like this? Hold on. No, restart. Restart the time. Like, why are you starting there? Start timer at 000. I might have to close out of this thing and reopen it. Okay, it's gonna kill itself. All right, let me verify in Steam. We have 27 out of 27. We have platted the game. Congratulations. Congratulations. Why did that just happen? Let me make sure my control... Let me make sure my hotkeys are set right. That they're activated. Okay, they are. Alright. And let's do some control. Let's do a reset. Why does it keep doing that? Edit splits. Is it told to start there? No, it is not. Maybe we'll start over. Maybe we'll have to subtract 6 seconds. I don't know. Auto split keeps crashing. Insane. All right, open layout. This one. Why does it keep doing that? That is weird. I'm gonna kill the game. Hello. Proof of our platinum achievement. Wow, it's like splitting there too. It's so weird. Must have been something like hanging out in the game code. All right. Here we go. First run since platting the game. All right. First time using this auto splitter. Should be pretty good. Using this auto splitter correctly, I should say. All right, missed the first trick. Let's see if we're gonna mess up the second trick. Probably. All right, we're starting over. We're starting over. Please don't start at 20. Okay. We're gonna give it one go. If we don't get it, we'll do the slow way, which is not ideal at all. I missed that trick again. I didn't really try, to be honest. I haven't really figured out like how to do this well. It does save like 4 seconds, so it's definitely worthwhile. Like, and that's if like I do the other way like quickly. There we go. Hit that trick. That's a good sign. There we go. Holy guacamole. What the heck? That was weird. I didn't like how that was looking, so we redid it. Alright, a little slow. That's alright. That's alright. For how much we like stopped and went, like I'll take a little slow. So yeah, see how it's like pausing between because we're doing in-game time only, so we don't have to do all this math and everything else. So much nicer. And this is actually what is required for the leaderboard. So now we actually can like properly compare, because instead we had like 18 minutes. I'm like, well, I have to like stop and do all this math. And it was legitimately a 2-minute difference on like the 18 minutes. So like, because 18 you're like, wow, we're horrible, but really we're at like, we're like mid right now, which is like okay. Alright, that was good actually. It was a little scary there for a second. Ooh, I pushed right too early. Pushed it too late. I don't really know why the other guy doesn't do the regular thing. I think it's like a swag thing. All of that kind of freaked me out, I'm gonna be honest. Nothing quite landed right there like I wanted. So, it's alright. We're gonna be a little slow. Alright, we're not too far behind. But we did a lot of practice on like the last 6 levels. Really the last like 4. And so that's kind of like where we're hoping for. I think this is probably my second favorite song in this game. Alright, that's one of the biggest time losses right there, so not too bad. Then see, it pauses in these, so it doesn't matter if like these go fast or slow, which is like a huge difference. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We missed the swag jump. It wasn't really a swag jump, actually. It's a little bit faster. There we go. But it is a little tricky to hit. Yeah, I like that this one like syncs up with that. I think it's really neat. Wow. Okay, not a good death. There we go. Oh, geez. No! What the hey, dude? What the hey? Haha. Speaking of horses. Oh, come on. Alright, we're alright. Nice, okay. We're not too far behind. We're definitely not, like, where we want to be in time-wise. We're not crazy behind. There's still plenty of time to make it up. Hey, get in there. Silly, silly. Silly Billy. Posture track gremlins. Alright, 9 seconds. I still think we can make it up. I think we've lost so much time later on that I think we can make it up. This was the first level that I was practicing off stream, getting the achievement for getting all this stuff. That one we can do like a cool backwards thing and we didn't. No, what? I didn't actually lose any time for that. That's all right. Nice. Wasn't too bad. See all this time that doesn't count? Our old time had? Ooh, that was slow. No, get off the wall. Get in there. Easy peasy, no stress. Oh. I had something weird that I've never done before. Alright, see, we made up 4 seconds there. Like I said, there's definitely time to be saved. This one I mostly practice off stream. Now the trick is not to default to doing the 100% route. Alright, I'm gonna wait. I shouldn't have though. Oh, come on, mate. What? I definitely saw that everything we wanted to reset so bad. I saw it like touch me. Like that was an awkward amount of time. I did not like that death. I do not accept that death. I did not like that death. I do think we are going to be behind on this one because I do think I have a pretty good time on this one, honestly. That was wildly annoying. Oh, but I do have a new shortcut. We'll see how much time that saves, and hopefully I hit it first time. What the heck? Get in there. It was weird. I felt like I pushed the right buttons, but apparently I did not. Weird when that happens. We might have to play back the tape. Every now and again, when we play back the tape, I was indeed correct, and the game glitched. I have made multiple clips of me like doing the thing in slow-mo, and I'm like, see? Alright, yeah, we did lose a little bit. But wait, actually, why is that saying... everything's weird, because, like, saying that that's, like, a new best segment, but yet we're also behind. I think it's because this is our first time actually, like, recording game time. If you jump, you go a little bit quicker on those. You might be able to make that. Ooh. All right. That was okay. Boom, 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 do, 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 do. My goal is definitely to get a deathless run on the board. Like, I think that's what's necessary. I let go of the wrong thing. My brain was like, don't hold jump, because it screws you up. And then what I do, I let go of the arrow key and then held jump. Or the exact thing I was telling myself not to do mentally. Oh no, that was not what I wanted to do either. So I call it the, for those who are unaware, in skiing, like whatever way your shoulders go is generally what way your skis go, and your shoulders generally go wherever your eyes are. And so when you're skiing and you're looking at something, your body will like naturally, this was the wrong direction again, look at something, turn your shoulders, and then all of a sudden you're going that direction. And so, all right. So what ends up happening with beginning skiers, and then your skis go that way, is that they look around and they stare at all the stuff that they're really scared of hitting, and then guess what ends up happening? They end up hitting it because they're staring at it, and so their whole body shifts its weight into that position. And so when I'm like sitting here during a speed run and I'm like, oh hey, can't mess this up, can't mess this up, it's like hitting the tree. I stared at the tree, I position my whole body, I need to like make it a surprise, let me in, and then you just like move in. So oh wow, that was weird. All right, we won't do anything fancy then. I do like this one too, for the same reason I like the other one. I probably could have made that, but I got scared. I didn't want to risk it. That was definitely death. That was crazy. Alright. We're hitting some shortcuts, you know, which is good. I think we're going to do better our last two levels. I think that's where most of our time loss is. What? Nice. These, I'm always like so easy, and then they do dumb stuff. Okay, yeah, I knew we were definitely slower. None of the math is making sense. Oh, it's because like, I know why it's doing that. That was dumb. Shortcut. Okay. I was lucky because I kind of forgot what we were doing. Alright, easy peasy, no issues. Gotta be fast. I'll practice that one off stream a bit probably, and hopefully get good on it. Yeah, no, the reason we're seeing like, oh, best live, but not the best in-game is because of those differences in, like honestly, in like how certain things take their speed. I'm gonna make it. Nice, dude, that was really good. Alright, now can I do this part really good? I say as I immediately take a death. Nice, that was scary. But yeah, that last one was like, oh, that was only 3 seconds slower, but in game time it was 7 seconds because I was able to, like, in real time have that, like, change in those weird speeds. And maybe it is RNG. Part of me feels like there's a way to control it, but then other times I'm like, maybe not. So, like, I think it does, doing in-game time does make sense. Okay. Okay. Rainbow segment, that's something. Alright, this is the one. This is the one that can change it all. But it does scare me that's like, there is a minute somewhere that we can save. I mean, this still has DATs. So it's like, honestly, that minute can probably just be saved in DATs. Alright, glad to make it through that. That's like one of the biggest possible time losses. I had a feeling that was going to happen because it happened in practice so much. And then we didn't really like beat it out of us. It was just like, alright, we made it that time and then we moved on. Alright. Nice. Those like first 2 jumps are the ones that can kill you. I think this run's officially dead. I've never seen that. My goodness gracious. My goodness, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Holy cow. Wow, I didn't get enough height. Wow, dude. If we didn't die 14 times on this level, we probably would have PB'd. I can't believe that. We just like got done practicing this level over and over and over again until we got it down to 0 deaths. And then just dumb stuff. That was lucky because I did dumb stuff. I'm lucky that it ended up killing me. What the heck? I think that there is indeed more than 15 seconds left on this run, so... This feels very Line Rider-ish, right? Alright. I don't know how to change it where best possible time and stuff is in the right way that we want it to be in. So, alright, let's give it another go. That was, you know, it's really like 6:29. That's saying our best is. We want to be at like a 15:40. Why does it do that? That is not like... That just does not make sense to me. What if I do this, actually? Oh, I just closed it anyways. I was going to do something else. Oh, wow. It, like, figured out what was going on immediately. Alright. Alright. I was going to reset the beginning level and see if that's anything. It's odd that, like, it has issues resetting. I wonder if it's involved in the game. I don't know. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. Rainbow? Not rainbow, but... Alright, starting off strong. How are we gonna mess this up? By holding right, it accidentally hitting reset, and then redoing a level that we really don't need to. Done that once. Hopefully never again. I gotta like take my hand off the go button. Let me through. I don't know why I jumped onto that guy. That was totally unnecessary. Wow, that was really lucky. Because I did a really dumb thing. So thank you, game, for looking out. Alright, not too bad. I did not actually disconnect from the wall nearly as long as I wanted. That's okay. Alright. I can feel my heart rate and my blood pressure rise. I'm locked in. Alright. Rainbow. Wow. Told you I was locked in. Rainbows. Wow. I was tapping too lightly. I was like feeling the music. There goes my lead. Just like that. Wow, that was insane. Wow. I was gonna say, this run might be dead. Because, I'm gonna be honest, that's like at least an 8, if not 10 second. So like maybe we're 4 seconds behind, like best case scenario. Uh-oh. We'll find out. Definitely worrisome. We'll finish this level before I just like call it quits, but it's definitely concerning. I'm sorry, what the heck? These arrows just did not want to give me boost. You like saw it like make the like attempt and it's like, no, I'm good. Yeah, we're, yeah. No, dude. Oh yeah, we are majorly behind. I legitimately lost no time for that death, so I was like, fake it to make it. That death lost me time. That one did not. I think. I don't think it did. Because if, like, sometimes it's like you miss a cycle. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think we're gonna be like 8 seconds over. It was like, best case originally was like 4. And then like I really messed up like 6 other places in this level. So I'm thinking we're gonna be like 12 seconds over. Yeah, 10. Yeah, that was rough. That was rough. I do think that there are 10 seconds to save in here though. I had taken that death before because I forget. Because sometimes it's better to just fall and it's quicker. Sometimes it's better to jump and you gotta keep track in your head which time it's which. Sometimes you mess that stuff up. So then all of a sudden you're supposed to jump because otherwise it's gonna kill you. And other times, like, you need to just fall because it'll save like a second, which is worth it. Joe went left. It's alright. That did not lose me time, so it's worth at least going for. Ooh, that was so close. That was really good. Alright, locked in. Let me in. No worries when we're in this little guy. I just start playing tricks on me though. Alright, we're making some time up. We're making some time up. Alright. Hey! How's you? No way, dude! Wow, that was dumb. Tired, busy day. I'm sorry. This one is the one where we were actually gonna like get on PB pace, and here I am just messing it up. Oh, for some reason after relogging. Oh, that's horrible. I'm sorry. I wonder what's going on there. Do you have multi-factor set up on Twitch? If you do, you might want to redo it. If you don't, you might want to set it up and see if it changes anything. I'm not sure. Yeah, I do. Yeah, very odd. I had that issue for a while, actually. I don't remember how I fixed it because it, like, stopped. Are you doing the remember computer for 30 days? Can you log in? Yeah. I'm trying to remember. There's something weird. I might have had to, like, clear cache or, like, something odd. I don't know. Oh, that's possible. Yeah. It might be, like, a stored credential thing. It also could be... Are you accessing through VPN? Because sometimes it does, like... It gets confused with IPs. So it'll be like, oh, this is now a new IP, so I don't know what you're logging in from. Oh. Yeah. Interesting. Oh, sure. I'm sorry, that's very annoying. But thanks for stopping by and logging back in just for me. We have officially platted this game. So now we're back onto speedruns, and I messaged you and then I figured I'd see if you're still alive. Oh yeah, we're kind of like, well, one, I'm feeling okay. I found a position right now that like I'm scared to move away from, to be completely honest, because it's not horrible. I will say, like, I don't know. The lidocaine doesn't seem to work for like 2 hours, for like the first 6 hours, and after like 6 it feels okay. And then right around like the 10-hour mark, it like feels like it actually did something. But yeah, it's also, I did find out that like, I do need to like, I need to go on a walk after this, like if I want to like not have horrible pain in bed, as you do need to like exercise and stretch and like just being, I almost did the thing again. Because it's the exact opposite of what you do in Mario. Isn't that fun? We love that. The physics are literally the exact opposite of a different game that I play. Not at all confusing. But yeah, so we just finished platting it like a second ago, and then I was like, well, we've platted it, so now it's like time to actually get our stuff. I should have went up, because that's the faster way. This one requires a lot of waiting. Wow, and just like that, we're back. We're like on PB pace. Impressive. There was a lot of times we save there when you don't die. I should think I was gonna throw this run away. We might still throw it away, you know? There's plenty of opportunity. Let me in. You should be getting a delivery from me today, by the way. Well, I got, oh, nice. Yeah, of course. There's a lot of trust in that one. It kind of freaked me out. Alright. Pretty good. This next part's where we were messing up in practice, so let's see if we mess it up. Third row, let's not hit the stairs. Alright, we didn't hit the stairs. Whee! Oh my goodness, we almost missed that. I can't believe we almost missed that like last jump all weirdly. Alright. I got scared. We could have like went for it and been fine doing that other thing. I didn't do it. I messed up that jump because we should have went left first, so I did waste like half a second there, but that's okay. Bigger fish to fry. Let's just have some good levels. Alright, gotta go fast. That was actually at the right height where I probably could have made both. But safe than sorry, I don't want to lose the 10 seconds over, like, saving a second. Not right now. The risk is not worth the reward. Eventually, you just have to always risk it, you know? There's some allegory for life about that. My eyes just like, thank goodness, like my brain or my thumbs knew what was going on. Because my eyes just like completely defocused when we zoomed out. Let me in! Oh, man. Bum, 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 bum. Sorry, I was writing something down, but I sent you pictures. Oh, nice. I look forward to looking at them. If we PB, this might be it for the day. Actually, I do kind of want to do 100% run, but I gotta look at what time it is. I haven't even looked at the clock. Because I do have to try and get some sleep. I start college tomorrow, and we'll be co-working tomorrow. So you should just hop over, and then you can take breaks with me. Okay, that one scared me. I felt like I did it a little too late. Co-working's where it's just like, I'm not gonna be doing like real stream stuff where it's gonna have like music going for like 45 minutes, then for 15 minutes we can chat. We can like get work done and then take breaks every hour. We can even do like words on stream if we want. No, shoot. Alright, sounds good. I hate this one because it does weird stuff there and I don't like it. Ooh, that was close. That was scary. That's death. I just knew it was. What am I doing? Why am I freaking out? Just go. Just go. I don't know. I'm like panicking. I'm like, oh, I can't let it kill me. And then having that thought's what keeps killing me. It's so dumb. Go. 4 deaths is not good. No more deaths, please. Almost forgot to jump there. It was really close. Get in there. My goodness. That's the second time it's done that. This game works weird. It does weird things. Kara was saying that. It's like, there's... I said no more deaths. I've never died there before in my entire life. No! Oh, okay, there goes our PB. We ruined it. We ruined it. We ruined it. There's a major time loss. I think we're more than... Oh my god, we might still PB. That's insane. Oh, we PB'd! That's insane. That was bad. That was a bad ending. Bad, bad, bad. Ba, 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 ba. Alright. Officially a 1610. What's that put us at? Are we doing any percent? 1610. puts us at 8th place out of 15. So literally dead center. Yeah, let's we can definitely get to like 5th. Yeah, dude, that's huge. So Kara's time is 15:03, which is 3 seconds away from 3rd. She's 4th, and then 5th place is at 15:41. So there's almost a 30-second like difference between that. But it does mean that like we're trying to shave. Honestly, like I'll be comfortable being in the 15 minutes, like at 5th place, like right under Kara, because then like I feel like if anybody looks it up and we're racing, they're like, oh, they're literally right next to each other on the leaderboard. I also haven't even proposed the race officially to Kara. It's just because I want to like be ready, you know. So, all right, this thing's like gonna be dumb. So let's do one more. What time is it? It's 9 p.m. Okay, let's do another one, good sir. We're gonna try something because this thing likes to start at like the time that we ended at. What if I do this? Okay, I don't know why it's like that, but I also current pace and best possible times based on real time, so it's not really helpful. That was not great. That was bad. That was bad. It sucks because we hit the one trick that we miss all the time, and then we hit the trick that we hit all the time. So dumb. We're not gonna start bad. There we go. That was the thing that we were trying to do. Alright, screw it. We messed up like twice. I don't want to do it again. It's not that bad of a mess up. It's like half a second. Now it's bad. Doing that, yeah. That's actually the problem with the half second, is that it like sets off the timing for everything else. Okay, missed that. That jump's weird. Like, I feel like its height changes all the time. Nope, no deaths. No deaths in the first level. I won't reset after the first level, but the first level is just like, it's too free. All right. That was really good. All right. There we go. Did not need to jump that, but that's all right. That was a wild thing that I did not know you could do, but we did it, and nice. Oh, come on. I thought that was gonna be like a rainbow, but I guess not. All right. What are we going for? Really, we're going for like a sub 1540. To be completely honest, that's our real goal. It'd be nice to be like near wow. Okay, that was like a 20-second loss. No, we're gonna start over. Now a verse from our collective tale. In the Neon Beach stream, Adelia appears, tired from work with tech woes and cheers, relogging and passwords a digital fight. But amidst the chaos, they find the Pied Pipers like messages sent, beautiful things shared, a promise to pop in if time spared. Working sessions ahead, busy days loom, yet in this chat, there's always room. True. Didn't need to jump, but that's alright. Hey, rainbow. Alright, let's not make extremely dumb mistakes. I don't even remember what the dumb mistake was that I did here. Posture check, gremlins. Oh, I think I died to that. No, I died right here, and this is what I died to. Yeah. Because I forgot that I needed to hold right, so then I held right late, and then it was too late at that point. I gotta get better at, like, the quick thing for that. I lost no time for doing that, because I had to wait anyways. We'll call it a swag death. Alright, this part always freaks me out for some reason. Okay, and that's why, because I'm dumb. I didn't fall as quickly as I wanted to, so I like muscle memory unfortunately took over. And there was really nothing like that. That's a pretty significant time loss, unfortunately. But because I didn't come off the wall as much as I wanted to, I ended up going slower, so I jumped off early right into the spikes. Quite unfortunate. This level's always like slightly longer than I think it's going to be. I probably could have made that, and I probably should have. That's really unfortunate. All right. Yeah, that's that death, but that's okay. Don't lose faith. We PB'd. We really thought that was gonna happen. It's weird what practice does. Get in there, dumbit, but almost did it. Almost lost $1. Crap, dude. I'll make that again one day. There we go. That's a really good move there, because otherwise you get stuck. Yeah, that one's kind of tricky to hit, and it's kind of dangerous, but I'm glad that we hit it. Because otherwise, if you go too high, you end up hitting that wall, and you have to wait for it to fall, which is a loss of time. Alright, let's not do the dumb thing that we did last time. Actually, did we do the dumb thing on this level and we PB'd with that? That's insane. No way. I think I quit. I think it was too dumb. There's no way. Alright, we're gonna go slow here because I messed that up last time. Alright, this guy should be right here. No way, dude. That's unfortunate. We like end up bouncing off the top of its head, which is like wild. We bonked. It was a deathly bonk. Deathly bonk. What the heck? I've like never missed that jump ever. That's gonna cause some problems because I think we missed a cycle for this. Why these close? I don't understand. I think it's a timing thing for the music, and I kind of hate it. But it's like, it's nice for the music, but man, does it like... Wow, okay, we really messed that up. That last one was the one where I did that dumb death thing, and I was really worried about that. So that's wild that we PB'd even with that. So, nice. I will say spike hitboxes in this game, questionable at best. That was scary. Show went left. It's that every time. Nice, that was really good. That was really, really good. That was bad. That was insane. Okay, cool. That was bad. Didn't like that. I don't really know what just happened there. That was questionable and confusing. Go in there. My goodness. That one scared me, so he did go for the triple jump, which I didn't need to do, but I was just terrified. Okay. That's fine. Let you go. Oh, that was really good. I don't think that's normal. Was this the one where I also did all this dumb stuff right here? Did I PB with a bunch of dumb stuff? That's like wildly impressive. It did that thing again. That is wildly annoying. You can like see that it moved into like the right position where I landed, but like we landed at the same time, and apparently I don't get precedent on that, so that's annoying. I like over predicted just slightly. That is one of the downsides. I did not practice that in this like version. I was doing it in the after we had already picked up the music note, which was slightly different timing, which was not ideal. I do not need to jump. That's like a second loss there. I maybe could have made that. I'm not sure if it would have been worth it. Nice, that was really good. Oh yeah, we're like 5 seconds ahead right now. I missed that jump a lot during practice, but I think we finally got it down, which is good. And then this area, just for whatever reason, the physics in this room gets really jank, and it really messes with us. Wow, okay. Alright, time to throw it all away for whatever dumb reason. That was almost bad. I maybe could have made that, and honestly, I don't think we would have lost time if I had gone for it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Nice, that was pretty good. Perfect, it opened just in time for me to fall right into it. We'd love it. That thing almost shot me right into the spikes. How rude. It's like a weird traffic light. All right. That was weird. What the heck is going on? What the heck is going on? See, before it was don't hold the... What is going on? Alright, this is holding right. Dude, this game, like, every now and again, the physics just, like, freak out. That was holding right. This is holding jump. Okay. I swore it was don't hold jump, and now it's like hold the other thing. There goes all of our PB time just in that thing because it decided to be weird. We didn't even die. Yeah, that was horrendous. Horrendous. I don't even know how much of this level's left. We're gonna be so far over, man. All because of that. Just wanted to be weird. Yeah, no way. No way. No, we're done. We're done. I can't believe that. That was annoying. No. No. Bless me. That was terrifying. Sneezing is one of the most painful things I do right now. Because I can feel it like seize up everywhere. I didn't want to bring attention to it, but I did hit that like 5 times in a row during runs. And then I was like, wow, it's like a first. There we go, that's really good. Okay. Alright, exact same time. I was trying to, do something weird. Alright. Yeah, this is the last run for the night. And it's gonna be a major PB. Sub 16, here we go. I believe in myself. Here we go. I do need to get better at like the weirdness of those. Wow, okay, that was a horrible time loss. I was like, I know it was because like my setup was weird, but yeah, that was like 5 seconds just gone. All right. But there's tons of time to save. I think we're at that last run that we just did. We were like 4 seconds behind on this one, then ended up 7 seconds ahead on the next level. So. See, every now and again, this part gets really shady and scary. Freaks me out. Okay, that's not great. Not great. Still saying a minute of real time can be saved. And like, can I take that minute of real time and say that that can be saved in game too? Maybe. I have faith. We'll be alright. I made it, dude. Holy cow. That's what I've been trying this whole stream. That was imperfect, that one, but that was alright. It's like not massive. Like, it's big. Like, it's good. Wow, that was scarily close. Nice. Nice. That one took me a while to like remember the muscle memory on that, and now it's just like ingrained. Alright, let's not take the like free death here. That was so annoying. Like I literally never died there and then took a death there, and it was like jarring. Sometimes you just think things are free and they're not, you know, like a balloon on free balloon day, but it turns out that that free balloon day was a made up thing. Incredible. Incredible. Told you everything was going good. Alright. No pressure, I say as I freak myself out. Going left on that one might be better. My eyes were closed. That was a huge time loss. That was like 10 seconds, I think. Maybe more. It might have been like 15. Oh my god, that was so bad. It doesn't kill the run because there's so much room to still be saved, but it's not good, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, this is really bad. At like 15 seconds that we saved, this is gonna be one of those runs where it's like green, red, green, red, green, red, and then hopefully we just end in green. We'll see. There's a really good flip there. Let's see if we can get the good flip here. That was really good. I think our current PB was the one that I did that weird thing in that corner. So actually, there might be times just be saved that I might like, it might just be getting the same, and honestly the same is fine. There's no time loss for that, so it is worth trying. Because if I had actually made it, I would have saved like 5 seconds, but it's a little bit slow. And died. We lost none because we had to wait for it anyways. And the death cycle is the same as its cycle, so. Nice. Got the good bounces. Okay. Like I said, not great. It was a huge time loss, though. Oh! That was awkward and weird. Anytime like that, that's genuine shock, I'm gonna be honest. Because it's like, how did that happen? Okay, let me in. Oh, my leg. Only in a little bit of a lot of pain. That was scary. Why did that happen? I did everything right, I swear to goodness. Yeah, I am 6 seconds behind what we did last time. So this is already a +6. Very unfortunate. This is gonna be scary. Okay. I guess we had lost time somewhere else last time. Because we definitely were at a 58 at that one point. I remember it pretty clear because it was sub 1 minute and I was super stoked for it. So, interesting, like, overall timing of whatever's going on. Ah, crap. That actually was a time loss because I got scared the second time. And we tried something that we had never done before, but I was like, it might be worth it, I don't know. And so, it turns out it is not worth it. You know, sometimes you just gotta experiment though, you know, like... Alright, that kinda stuck, but I kinda like made up for it. Kinda. Don't close on me. Okay. We're definitely behind again. We're actually behind on this by like a second because I forgot to hold right, so it didn't like shoot us out near death. Alright, is the next part where the dumb physics keeps happening? Yes, right? I don't get it. That was just jump. That was all of it. I don't get it. It's not the opposite of Mario right now. It's not what it normally is for this. It was just... I don't know. It's like every time it's different. That's where I'm at. Like sometimes it's like only hold right. Sometimes it's like only hold jump. Sometimes it's like you gotta hold both. And it's like, okay. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. So we go there, and then we hold right and we die, and then we hold right and jump and we die, and then it's like, oh, now it's on the only jump time. I really don't get it. It's like, this game does weird stuff. I should have went up. I say that every time. Because you gotta wait right there, and then wait right here. What did I say? Green, red, green, red, green, red. All right, time to get a green. Somehow we're gonna save 7 seconds somewhere in here. Alright, I think to save 7 seconds from here on out is just don't die, and there's definitely a major time to be saved at the end. Let me in. Yeah, I think this takes you at different speeds based off of like what the music is doing to make the music make sense, primarily. Actually, we did die there, I think, during PB because I tried to do the cool left thing and it did not work. I jumped, oh my... I called it. Dude, that's the problem that I have with this game a lot. Is like, if you miss, like, you mess up one jump, and it is a cascading problem that, like, you can't recover from. Because it's like, I missed that first jump, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll make it. And, I was like, man, it looks rough. And, yeah, it was rough. And then it took us 3, like, forced jumps to be alright on it, you know? That was insane. Not all jumps, not all deaths in this game are created equal, because it's all about like how close to the checkpoint you die, right? So it's like if you die right next to a checkpoint, it's like, oh, okay, that's like 3 seconds. You die 15 seconds away from a checkpoint, killer, run killer. That's why the last level is such a run killer, because there's literally a 30-second checkpoint. So it's like if you die on the last jump during the first part, 30 seconds gone. That's your run. Dead. On the last level. Unforgiving. Oof. Man. I was hoping somehow that one would be green. Because it would match our pattern all the way through, but I guess not. We're gonna have to rely on this one and the next one to PB. That was scary and ballsy. I went too far. Very unfortunate death. Yeah, that's a good one. Alright, fast. No one... Right now this feels okay, even though we do have that one death. Early death. Scary. Really makes my eyes go crazy every time we do that. That was close. This is death? Death? No, we're good. Alright. Ah. Try to go for the good move. It wasn't worth it. That's like probably 4 or 5 seconds right there, dead. It's worth it when you do it. Kind of how everything is. I guess that's not really how worth works, but... What is going on? If I was gonna say where I've had issues, I would not say right there. Oh my goodness, dude. I can't believe we're on like a 12-second PB at level 2, and it's like, alright. We died a lot here. I think we can... I don't know if we can save 30 seconds. We're gonna try. Those were good turns. Now the thing that you gotta be careful with is that you get scared that you're behind. So what you do is you panic and you start jumping early. Being like, oh, I need you to go fat. That's death. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for being here, everybody. We're gonna raid over somebody else because, yeah, that's where we're at. That was that part that I was telling everybody about, where I'm like, the last level. Can you believe that has a 26, like a 30-second death at the end? And lo and behold, it sure does. Sure freaking does. And we all just witnessed me do it. And I also said, like, when you're behind, you get scared, you can jump early. And what I do? Jump early. How dare me? Insane. Annoying. Can't. Sometimes